We are on in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Tell Talks talk show. London and Film Comic Con is over. I think a few of us have got Comic Con flu now. A bit of us are a bit run down from the weekend. It was a really crazy weekend, standing in line, queuing up, a lot of traveling on trains, not to mention a few beers on top of that. But I had a really good weekend, and joining me tonight, we've got Ryan Milkey and Coombsy as we're going to discuss the weekend, including discussing the pros of the con, the pros of the con, the pros and the cons of the con. That was a mouthful, as well as discussing a few of the cosplays that did go on at the weekend. Some really great cosplays. And we managed to get a few of them follow us on our socials. So we're going to give our the cosplay stars a shout out on tonight's stream as well. So let's bring on the god of tits and wine, Ryan Milkey. How are you doing, mate?
That's right, I am the god of tits and wine. Yeah, I'm still a little bit rough, but I'm okay.
Yeah, I saw your... Was you live last night, or was it night before? I'm getting my days mixed up, I think.
I was live on Tuesday night.
Yeah, I can tell you're a bit...
Wednesday morning.
Yeah.
Tuesday night, Wednesday morning.
Yeah. So, what have you done today, mate? Have you...
Editing. I just dropped my travel vlog video.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I've been editing and having fun with that and looking at this thing, because this thing arrived today.
A shiny passport. Yeah.
Dude, you don't know how long... I've waited for this for like 6 months. I applied for this in January.
Yeah.
And it took so long to get here.
You cut it fine, didn't you? You cut it fine.
Well, it was perfect, didn't it? I had to go for my interview on the Monday, which was in Glasgow the day I returned, so it was cool.
Right, so let's get on. I was going to say get on our other guest, but he's not in the chair. Or he's in the chair. If he gives us the thumbs up, I'll bring him on. He's good to come on. So let's welcome onto the stream. Coombsy, how are you doing?
Hello. I was just finishing my cheese toasty. Very nice.
So have you got the Comic Con flu, or how are you doing? You all good?
I don't know how I do it,
Yeah.
but I've been to LFCC, I've been to Star Wars Celebration. Well, I've been to 3 LFCCs now and Star Wars Celebration, and the most I've had is the sniffles.
Okay, yeah, it's not bad.
I don't know how, because I know for a fact that people at those events had the dreaded C word.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get it.
It's weird because I think we met, or me, I forgot, but I don't know if you did, right? But you and a few of the other YouTubers who went, obviously your journey to the con started earlier than us. So I think, what time was your train in the morning on the Saturday?
Well, I left my house on Friday at 7 a.m. and I returned back here on Monday at 5 p.m.
Yeah. Cal, yeah, what time was
Crazy.
your train? Saturday morning.
My train on Saturday was I had to get up at 5 o'clock
Yeah.
because apparently I didn't know this until like a few hours beforehand. So I was like, oh crap. If I went and got the regular one, it would arrive at 8:14. If I got one slightly earlier, which doesn't usually happen, it was at 5:30. So I got up at like 4 o'clock, got all my stuff together.
Wouldn't think it. Yeah, you were full of energy. Yeah, I don't know how you done it. Let's have a look at who's in the chat.
Lucasade.
Harry Pops is in the chat. Welcome back, mate. Good to see you in the
Good
stream.
to see you, buddy.
Got Dino Joe in the stream. Welcome to the stream, mate. Thanks for joining the Discord the other day. Appreciate that. And we've also got Mark, one of the YouTubers, or I could say YouTubers, one of the someone who's active
Friends.
in socials.
Friends.
Yeah,
One of
friends.
our friends, yeah.
One of our mates, yeah, is in the stream as well. Mark says he felt like crap Tuesday, but fine the rest of the week.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
say that was about the same because I was like, oh, and then the next day, that's fine.
Yeah, it was a weird one because I think during the Sunday, it was almost like I think I was like, yeah, I need to get out the con now and go home because
Yeah.
we've done everything we could.
To be fair, like, if unfortunately with the animal situation I've got, I can't really, unless I specifically say that I'm
Yeah.
gonna stay over, I can't really like do that. But I probably would have, because Sunday looked fun.
Yeah, like it was a real spur of the moment thing. This A to Z cosplay challenge. It was something I was planning to do with my sister at one of the Birmingham cons we went to, but we done it by just playing I Spy. We didn't actually go up to them and get photos, but to actually
No, that's the scary part because you don't know who's gonna say, "Oh no."
That's not scary at all.
but everyone was great, weren't they, Milky? I don't remember anyone being.
You try at MCM, and I guarantee there's going to be a
Dude.
couple of people that are going to go, "Oh no, I don't want a photograph. Oh, sorry, I'm going to get a professional one done instead."
We had the
That's-
And
red
then I'll
Power Rangers,
tell
didn't
them that I'll go and find a better cosplayer of them. Then I'll go.
Yeah, but that is exactly what happens at MCM. They are
mad.
the cosplayers there are like they. You can take photos of them, obviously, but then they get pissy and they're like, "Oh, you've taken a photo of me." It's, because you're a good cosplayer.
You are dressed up as so and so. Yeah. Harry Pops says, "Hey Combs, how were the three Django's?" I mean,
They were pretty good.
yeah.
Yeah.
Can we see all three? No, we
No-
can't go.
No, you can see two.
Not right. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Harry.
One of them may have vanished, and
He's lost one.
some green papers might have come into my wallet.
Yeah, that's what Mark said. That's why I try and get it all done in one day. I think you lot. Yeah, you guys are really quick, especially Dan getting all their virtual queue tickets. Like they're not.
Oh yeah, Dan's a genius at that.
Yeah, I was
He
amazed.
He
I
goes
was like,
straight
knows
in, and he's like the movie where you see where you see like a thief go from one to one. He just goes and then.
Yeah, he won't want to take in the sights. He just went to get the cues. Yep.
Yep, pretty much.
Yep.
I did tell him, but I didn't think he would be that quick. He just came up to me and said, "Right, I got this, I got this." I'm like, "Bloody yeah, you're a ticket dealer."
Even on Sunday,
He
he was
was.
trying to give us little swaps to get us
Yeah.
further ahead in the queue.
It was
I
funny
think he
because
helped with Matt, didn't he? He did help with Matt for you.
yeah,
Matt, and he tried to help with Natalie Tina, didn't he, on Sunday? But he didn't have one.
Oh, there's Danny in the chat. That's the Jon Snow.
Hey,
Ah.
that's, we've got Danny in the Danny Exponent. Hey, Milky. I'm the Jon Snow from LFCC. Just showing my support and the best
Appreciate it,
the best Jon Snow I've ever seen. Like,
Yep.
Ryan was shaking.
I turned around because I was like, hang on a minute. And the
It's
lady
like
said to
Kit
the guy, I was
Harington.
like, that's the best beard I've ever seen.
I have got a presentation for the cosplays, but I'll show you quickly. So we've got here he
whoa,
is.
whoa, whoa, whoa!
Yeah, so this is
I'm not
hope it's-
looking.
yeah, I hope this is him. So
Yeah,
this-
yeah, it is.
yeah, beanie cosplay. But even the little is it snow on the sword? Is it snow?
Yeah,
Or
Ghost.
Ghost. Sorry, is it Ghost?
Yeah.
The,
All right, I am looking at.
the
Oh,
direwolf.
Star Lord. Yeah, I saw that one.
The direwolf on the sword.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's Ghost.
Ghost. I mean, that detail's incredible. Like the more, because obviously this is a crop photo. I think you've got a bigger length photo, haven't you, compared to this one?
On my phone, yeah.
Yeah. So I think the only one like this is from your Instagram, Milky. This one.
Yeah.
But no, it's
Because
such a cool.
Instagram only let you do a stupid square. It annoys me.
Yeah. So yeah, but absolute really really cool cosplay.
Yeah, thanks for popping in, buddy.
Yeah, let's remove that one. Long
Longclaw.
Yeah.
That's the name of the sword. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah. So
Isn't that what he gets given by one of the? I haven't watched Game of Thrones in years, but he gets given it by Ned, isn't it?
I don't know. Milky
can't
should know. Milky's the man.
Yeah, yeah. He's the man to know this.
So we're gonna
I
start.
don't know off topic though, offhand.
We're gonna start off tonight's stream by just your initial thoughts on LFCC. I'm gonna start with Coombsy tonight because obviously he's been to previous ones. So just your initial thoughts on the con at the weekend and how it compared.
You last year, you went last year. Obviously, it was a lot bigger because they had the two other halls as well. They were down for renovation, so it was more the size of the regular spring and winter one. But I don't think I actually visited all the stalls. To be fair, I think it was in and out. But from what I saw, they had a good variety of stalls. So you had like retro, you had Lego, you had modern stuff, you had 3D prints, swords, whatever you basically wanted to spend your money on. The organisation was 10 times better than it was last year.
Yeah.
There is no doubt about that because they oversold Joseph Quinn by they added extra batches and those 4 batches were oversold and you couldn't even move round.
There wasn't queue management last year, was there?
No, we struggled. We weren't even in a photo for Joseph Quinn and we struggled to get round his queue to go anywhere in the con.
Yeah. I remember that. And then we had so everyone's crowded around the Joseph Quinn photo booth, and then
there was that woman going, "No photos, please."
And then you got Jimmy V down the end on the table. I remember that was brilliant.
I think she was there this year, and she was trying to get people not to take pictures. I can't remember if it was Clark Gregg or if it was somebody else, but she was like standing there blocking it with it, and we were just going. We were just going, what are you doing, woman? Like, seriously, he doesn't care. People have walked up and taken pictures with him. You are such a job's worth.
That didn't happen this time, did it? I mean,
no, it did. That was this time.
Oh, who?
It was on the Saturday. The same woman. It was, as I said. I think it was Clark Gregg, or it might have been. It was somebody along that line, and she was shouting like, "It's just a person, no photos, please." And it's like, you are such a job's worth. People are walking up and having photos with them, no problem.
Yeah.
Just give up.
Yeah, Milky, what was your thoughts on the con? I know the cancellations, but everything apart from that.
Yeah, I'm going to take away the fact of meeting all the YouTuber friends and meeting you guys and all that kind of stuff away from it and just focus solely on the con. It was fun. It was really entertaining. It was just as busy as I thought it was going to be. A little bit disorganized, if I was going to be truthful. It was like a free-for-all, it felt like. You could definitely see the different balance of people that were going, like, you go as soon as I went through the door, you could see 50% went to the left and 50% very quickly scurried to the stairs because I'm guessing they all knew that they wanted to go upstairs and get signatures and stuff. So pretty crazy, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. Really fun, and I'm doing it again. It's literally given me. I might have con fever right now, but I've also got con fever for the rest of my existence because I want to go to every con I can get to financially. And yeah. I know Joe goes Milky's wallet had a class time. It did. It did. It was a very fun event.
I mean, today in our group chat, we've discussed going to European cons. So
yeah,
I mean,
Well,
you
yeah,
must
my passport arrived.
I
today,
mean,
so I was
honestly,
looking
like,
at cheap flights.
the lineup that they get for that Dortmund Comic Con, if it's last year, I could have spent £1,000 easily. I wouldn't have, but I could have
yeah.
because it was that good of
I
a
nearly spent that
convention.
this weekend.
You had Hayden, you had people from The Flash, you had basically anybody from different fandoms that you could think of, and that was the winter one last year, so it might be the same this year. The unfortunate thing is everybody now knows this, so you have to book a hotel like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if they have it. I'm assuming they have Airbnb there. That
Yeah.
could be an option for us.
I've actually been to Dortmund twice, so if we did ever go, I'm sure we'd be all right.
Yeah, when he put that in the group chat, I was thinking football, and I'm Jurgen Klopp's my man, so I'm thinking, hang on a minute, there's a connection here somewhere.
Let's go. I was going to go through a bit of the chat. He gets given it and changes the pommel. He gets given it by Joy and Mormont from
Joy
the
and
Night
Mormont, yeah, on the night.
Oh yeah.
Well, Carl Waltz in the chat. Welcome to the stream, Carl. Jack, welcome back, mate. Good to see you in the chat.
Buddy.
And Milky has plugged Beanie Cosplays. Ryan. He's called Ryan. That's it. I remember you saying, "Tell you can't believe he's called Ryan as well." Yeah, so that's Jon Snow cosplay.
I was getting confused then. I was like,
Cosplays on Insta. And Joe says Milky's wallet had a class time.
I think all of our wallets did.
It didn't stop.
Except me.
It didn't stop.
No, we had to take him away from a few stalls because he was literally gonna. You were gonna buy when you saw that wallet full of Game of Thrones autographs, you were just like, I want that one, I want that one, I want that one, I went, Ryan, be careful.
I only walked away with one on that stall, so I was happy.
But
it had two signatures of it, so
there was an Amelia Clark in the background.
Yeah.
And you were looking at that
Tel
too.
was away doing something else. And I was like, I'm getting this.
So should we? Let's move on to show and tell then. So,
well, did you give us your thoughts? What did you think of the event?
Yeah. So I'm not going to include the cancellations, but I do think the con was very well organized. I think the con is a good experience at the con because there was 5 of us. And we all balanced each other out really well between some. So I was a bit panicky after paying a lot of money to meet guests. Like, Cal and Mark and Dan, they were really calm. Like, don't worry, we're going to do this. We're going to go for a beer and then we're going to meet Matt. That calmed me down a bit because I'm spending a lot of money. So I feel like us as a 5, that was really cool. And I do think, Ryan, when you was chatting to like the Showmaster staff, and we was engaging with them, that was quite reassuring as well.
They very quickly sorted out the issue that Ryan had with his photo op. If we talk about that. Yeah. So obviously he couldn't redeem his Matt Smith photo op because he couldn't pay with these vouchers. So they turned him away. He went downstairs immediately, and they were like, "Yeah, we can get that sorted," and they sorted it out right away. That wouldn't have happened last year.
Yeah, and on Saturday they said the desk or the ticket office had actually closed, and they still served Ryan. So they opened up the iPads or whatever, and they still sorted him out. What I found out on the group chat today on one of the Facebook groups that you could actually have exchanged your Olivia Cook Diamond Pass for vouchers, but I didn't know this. So someone,
you can do that, or you can get a direct refund now. They used to do only vouchers, but now you can get a proper refund because, of course, technically that's not legal to do.
No, because
you need to give somebody a refund because they're not getting what they purchased,
and you're not getting the product you paid for that event. She's turning up to a different. It's the same company, but it's a different event.
Yeah.
So, but we'll come on to that.
I also like the dynamic that the 5 of us as a group. It never meant that any of us were alone. Like there was always somebody with somebody, which was I felt a little bit safer in a place. Like I'd never been in London in my life, and I was around thousands of people for the first time, especially when There was more people at that Comic-Con than there is in my entire
It was
town.
quite scary afterwards when we got on the tube and there was some wacky people on that tube, wasn't there? we had some woman asking if we could home her. Then we had another man drawing on the walls. And then some very interesting people in what I can only assume is fancy dress.
But
And
yeah,
that's not Dano 42.
yeah. But overall, my overall thoughts of the con, I think, I think, well, we all managed to get the guests we wanted to see, and that's a big plus. And I didn't think that would actually happen, to be honest. So, like, I took my pops on a whim, not actually expecting to get it signed. So, yeah. So I'm really chuffed with that. So who else we got in the chat? Harry Pop says, "I wish UK Poms. I wish UK cons had lineups like the European and American cons."
So here's one thing with that. You got ReedPop, obviously. A lot of people don't know that ReedPop and the ReedPop over here are completely different companies, and they've got less budget. So that ReedPop in the States can do New York Comic Con, they can do Emerald City Comic Con and bring the biggest guests, but we won't get that over here because we have a very limited budget compared to there. The only reason they did Tom Hiddleston was probably because he was in London at the time, or he lives there.
Yeah, it was to do with COVID. Yeah, because John.
Yeah.
No, who was it? Jonathan Major? No, Owen Wilson.
Yeah, he was going to be there.
Rumored to come, and he couldn't
Yeah.
come because he's American. But Jonathan Majors was there. I don't know.
Well, there was no flights, were there?
Yeah, so yeah. But that MCM one was definitely a fluke. The only problem is Callum making people spend money. I mean,
Okay,
yeah,
that's a lie.
we've got to talk about this.
That's a lie. That's
He done
no.
it today. He done it to me today,
How did I do it to you today?
Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, but you wanted it.
Milky, how did Coombsy influence you over the weekend?
I don't know. I don't know if Coombsy actually pointed out to me that there was Game of Thrones signatures.
Or in that book?
No, I definitely did not.
In the
No.
group told me about them, and I don't know who it was because I was looking at
it
something
was-
else.
it was
and then
Mark.
they went, it was Mark. Okay.
Yeah, it was definitely Mark. Wasn't me. I would never.
The jury's out on that one still, guys.
Joe says that's refreshing. At Star Wars Celebration, they literally had a bloke in a COVID mask shouting for photo op lines, and it was so confusing.
Yeah, they did. That's why I didn't pay for any photo ops or anything there. Also, I don't like photo ops because you meet the person. Whereas an autograph, you can probably get at least a 10-second conversation with somebody. If you do a photo op, like Star Wars Celebration, it's probably you're in, you're done.
I believe this must be the Luke Skywalker cosplayer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
This is
well,
Luke.
yeah. Thanks for
Just
tuning
dropped his
in, mate.
link
We've
in the
just
chat.
we have been sharing the Jon Snow cosplayers. Let's
did I just
get
do?
the Luke Skywalker up quickly. He is. There he is. So this is Lee the
Oh,
Tree on Instagram. So,
I swear I saw him at Star Wars Celebration as well.
I think he was.
He was also there on Saturday with the. He did tell me the name of it earlier. The worm that he had. The big
Yeah,
worm.
yeah,
hand.
he-
Yeah, because that's why. Because Dan said he recognized him from Star Wars Celebration.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
yeah, he was. I definitely met him at Star Wars Celebration.
Yeah, no, really great.
It's called Dianoga, the trash compactor monster. That was the thing he had around his neck on Saturday.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
Yoda.
There you go.
Yoda was
He was,
amazing.
at, he was at Celebration.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember. I went. Oh, great, good cosplay. I think it's very unique that, that you see that.
Let's remove that. Yeah, so let's get on to the show and tell then, guys. Who does
Yeah,
one?
I am dropping the links in the chat, guys, for any of the cosplayers that might join us tonight in the chat. So please follow along and check them out and, say hi because they're all really friendly. I literally approached them at the Comic Con and said, hey, we're doing a challenge. Can I get a photo? And everyone said, yeah, perfect. Let's do it. So, please follow them on, guys. That's what we're here for. And they'll all be linked down in the description as well below tonight.
Yeah, so Ryan, you've got your t-shirt on, so do you want to start showing off what you got from the weekend?
Oh yeah. I am the god of tits and wine because obviously Olivia Cook cancelled, so
Just wine
I
then.
I freed up some cash basically and got some extra stuff. So I just put in a little pouch that I forgot to give back to Callum.
I don't care.
I have a signed window for the girl that played Evie Allen, who played Helena Targaryen in the House of Dragon. I also went to a Comic-Con, can you believe it, and actually picked up some comics. I've been after these things for a very, very, very long time. And I've never...
I didn't make you buy those. Just
No, you didn't.
just for the record, I didn't make him buy those, Mark.
You didn't. I found these myself, and I asked the guy, and I was like, ooh, comics. But yeah,
You're telling
so-
Mark.
yeah, Game of Thrones comic number 12 by Dynamite Entertainment,
Oh
That
wait, I
one's-
do.
£10. And then I also got number 11, which
Any
is
reason you
15.
chose these ones, mate? Or just
I
the other
chose because he had about 10 or 11 books in his set, and I was looking at them all, and I know I wanted to get at least 2 or 3, but 2 was obviously being safe with what I had for money wise, and I wanted to make sure I got 2 that were matching numbers, so it was like 11, 12, 1, 2. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of getting like 1 and 7, I wanted to get 2 corresponding issues, so that was why I got these. Because there was
And
loads of
your-
other ones. But,
Were they like reasonably priced?
£15 and £10. Everything. I don't think
How
any of
old-
them would like.
How old
20
are
quid.
they?
I don't know. They've been out for a long time, and I don't want to open them to see. So
I was
I'm-
gonna say.
Are they to do with the show or the book?
uh,
The books.
I have no idea.
Does it have a
I
HBO
just-
sticker on? I thought.
It just
Oh,
says
yeah, it
also
does,
a
yeah.
hit original series from HBO.
Yeah, it must be like during the show that they brought these out.
Hmm
But that's
Yeah, I got
that's
those.
awesome.
Because I plan to get all of them, the whole set, and then put them in slabs, and then get them graded, and then
I will
I'll
keep
have
an
them on
eye out
display.
for you.
Please do, because I will be buying some more when I go to the next con anyway. What else did I get in here? I picked up a photograph for future signing whilst I was at the Matt Smith table.
Oh yeah, how much did that cost you, mate? How much did that cost you?
This was free, dude. I just picked it up and took it because it said it was free. So
No, I don't think it did.
it did. It said on the table that they were free for signing, and I just took it. And then I went to the next one, and I said, "Can I take one of them?" And she went, "Of course you can."
He used his charm.
Yeah. So this is a future signing. I want to get all 3 of them to sign this in white at the bottom, which would be really, really cool. So that's a future investment and a future challenge. So stay tuned to my channel to see when that happens. This is the autograph photo that I got, but I'm not sure who convinced me to buy it. Either Coombsy or Mark, one of the two. But yeah, double signature by Hodor and Bran, Christian Nairn. Awesome. Ryan has plus 16 charm.
You didn't go to ACOA though to see if that was legit.
No, I know, because it was a massive line, but I will take it back.
Hopefully it is. Because
Yeah, but
on
what
that
is free when you're
stall,
the god of tits and wine? Exactly.
on that stall, they
Louder.
did have some very dodgy looking autographs. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I also met Leo Ashton,
Yeah.
who played Aemon Targaryen in the earlier episodes of the series. He was actually the boy who lost his eye in the episode. Spoilers, I know.
You should be
made
able to
my
download
Saturday.
that digitally.
Yeah, he made my Saturday. He was absolutely amazing. I spoke to him, and he was chill, and every time he walked past me in the arena, he would always like acknowledge me, even without me even saying anything to him. You know, he'd be like thumbs up or something. So it was really cool. I also got him to sign the scene of him and Alicent. It was Leo A, Aemon Targaryen, and I'm also going to get this signed by Alicent at the WinterCon, supposedly.
Let's hope so. Let's hope so.
We
Supposedly.
can give him
And
the benefit of the doubt once.
I got some ones. I got this
I
this
didn't
guy
know
was like
this.
this was like a London market. Yeah, it was like a London market stall guy. This guy, he was shouting out in the market like, you know, like in Game of Thrones with Arya. She goes, oysters, lambs, and cockles. He literally was like, anybody want a wand? $5
Alright,
a
welcome
wand.
to the stream. Love the photo. Love the yellow jackets photo. That is brilliant.
I said to the guy, I said, if you give me 2 for 9, I'll take them. So he did. He gave me 2.
Oh yeah,
I-
you came back and said, "I got wands." I went, "What?"
Got a Fenway greyback ones. I got 2 of them actually, so one of them will sell to my friend. And then the final piece of the evening for me, the most prized possession.
Yeah, I'll explain the reason for that in a
Oh,
minute, Lee.
Sell out again, but hey, it doesn't matter. My most prized
Right,
possession.
before we come to that, just let Coombs explain this about Lee's comment here.
So, unfortunately, for Official Picks, who did the Star Wars Celebration stuff, there's a market for unsigned Official Picks, like photos. There's actually in the group people sell them, and some of them go for ridiculous. I don't know why, because they're just printouts, but because they have like the shield or whatever, there's a kind of market for them, and that's why they won't let you take any. And they also need them for if they take them back to America and get like the send-ins done and everything. So it's a bit weird with Official Picks.
So what does this actually mean? At the Star Wars Celebration, they won't allow you to buy an extra photo. What does that mean? I mean, like a photo you got with the star
Yeah.
and not have the autograph.
Oh no, but the ones on the table,
Yeah.
the Official Picks ones, like the Anakin Skywalker, for example, they won't let you take one of those if you're like getting a pop signed because
It
of
makes
that
sense.
market.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
no, because everywhere else doesn't care. But if it's an
Yeah.
Official Picks event, they're like, "Oh no, we've got to keep these because people sell them."
I was just being cheeky, you know.
Yeah,
I didn't think. I was like, I'm a cheeky self. That's what I am. I'm a cheeky chap.
I
so
don't
used-
think they'd have a problem with
concept.
you doing what you did. But if it was Star Wars Celebration, yeah, the man might come after you and be like, "Oi, give me photo
Yeah.
back."
I think with the Star Wars Celebration, didn't they have that artist? Is it Matt Ferguson? Something?
Yeah.
And
They
were like limited photos, weren't they, or something? Or artwork. The artwork was
from the panel, yeah, but then they released it online afterwards.
yeah. So,
So
well, a question for Lee and cosplayers: like, when you go to the cons, do you just cosplay, or do you actually see guests and get stuff signed, or do you just cosplay all day? I'm just curious to know what you do because I wanted to cosplay, but then I'm like, I've got to carry stuff around with me. I've got to carry.
Yeah, it's a good question.
So
I'm cosplaying next summer, so I want to know how you do it.
no, you're doing it in winter.
because I was
No,
going to dress.
I'm maybe
I was-
doing winter, but I'm going to do a big one in summer.
I was thinking of going to Manchester Con in a month as like Han Solo, but then I'm like, yeah, I want to take a bag for the Funko Pops. So I won't really look the part, if you know what I mean. So I'm
Yeah.
just curious to know what cosplayers do, or if they just go to
I
cosplay.
thought you were going to casual Matt Smith.
So the last 2 things I got was I got my authentication for COA for my absolutely amazing Damon Targaryen Funko, signed by Matt Smith. That's cool. Love that thing. And then this is my prized possession. I never thought a photograph would ever outrank a signed Funko Pop, but it did because I have the memory of meeting him now. I got to meet Matt Smith, which is pretty cool.
How much are the frames that they do?
This was
15.
£10.
Oh.
15 was it?
That's really cheap.
I thought it was
I
good.
think it was
Because for
15.
the whole presentation, right? If you bought like say an index card, you know what I mean, with a signature on it, and then they put photos around it like that, they would charge you a ridiculous amount just because it's been framed.
Yeah. Yeah, so you get everything but obviously the photo with Matt. So you get all the extra pieces and you get the nameplate and everything with it. So I thought it was really cheap, and there was loads of them, and they even had Doctor Who ones, and they had all sorts of stuff for different people. So, but they
See,
didn't
now
have
I know
Alistair
that they do those.
ones.
Now I know that they do those. I'd be more tempted to get a photograph.
It makes it
Mhm.
worth it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got the T-shirt and the frame, knowing that I was going to go meet Matt, and then I queued up for Matt, and then they told me no. My heart absolutely sunk, and I said, I'm just done now. Let's just finish it. And he goes, no, let's go and try and figure it out. So we went downstairs, figured it out, and my heart was sewed back together so that I could go back upstairs and meet him. But I was literally the last guy in, and then you can check out on Tell's channel my reaction when I came out. I was physically shaking.
I had to get that. I was like, that's going to be brilliant footage. I'm so glad.
It's
Yeah.
quite funny because I met Matt Smith with Dan, and you know, while he's huge, I didn't really have that kind of reaction. I was kind of like, okay, I said I said a word to him.
I'm scared to meet Kit Harington now because the reaction that Matt Smith gave me, I don't know. I'll faint like a little girl if I meet Kit.
Yeah, welcome
The
to the
real
stream, Wayne. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks to everyone that has tuned in tonight. I know it is a 10 p.m. late stream, so for anyone that does pop in for 5 minutes, I really do appreciate it.
Just blame Milky.
Just blame Milky. Yeah, Milky's sleeping pattern.
So yeah, that's my prize thing, and that's going to go on display with obviously Matt. But yeah, you can get my ugly mug off the face now. Someone else can show what they got.
Yeah. Ryan, have you met Kit Harington or anyone else from Game of Thrones?
No, that was why it was so amazing because I met
Ryan.
Oh, the other Ryan.
Cosplay Ryan.
I don't think Kit Harington's done any UK. I think the only ones he's done is like that.
I've seen him in person. I went to see. Dr.
All right.
Yeah, I saw Dr. Faustus at the West End.
Oh yeah.
But I had not have a clue what was going on the whole show. But my sister was doing her A levels on the show, so I was like, yeah, I'll go see it because of Kit Harington. And then I saw him as he come out, but I wasn't into Funko Pops at the time, so I was just happy to get a glimpse of him. But yeah, he seemed cool. I think he's got a lot of charisma, a lot of aura. Wayne says, "Rise, sorry, they don't get to make it for a drink."
Yeah, I slid into Wayne's DMs. I thought I'm coming to London. I'll slide into his DMs, and yeah, he let me down like every girl.
Wayne won't even go to the con unless you paid for.
I didn't want him to. He didn't have to come to the con. I was just wanting to meet for a drink. You know.
Actually, that's a point. If we paid for one of his tickets, will he come next time?
Because I think he would be hilarious at a con.
No, I feel like if we paid for one of Wayne's tickets, like for the day, to come to the WinterCon, would he do it?
Yeah. Loads of women, Wayne. Loads of women.
Not like that.
Cosplayers are the stars of the cons. Yeah. It's hard to find the cons. He likes to go to America cons. You might find him in London if you're lucky. He's with.
I've got a passport now. I'll go find him.
I forgot his wife's name. What's his wife's name? Is it Rose?
Leslie Rosalie or Rosalie Leslie?
Yeah.
I don't think that's right.
It is right. It's one of the two. It's the other way around.
No, it's Rose Leslie.
Yeah, something like that.
Sounds right.
Yeah,
what's
Rose
her name?
Leslie.
What's her name in the show?
Egret.
There you go.
The one he goes, I want to take you to that cave, Jon Snow.
No.
Me and you in that cave, Egret. Oh,
No.
yeah.
Right, we're going to lose viewers.
Why do you think we watch Game of Thrones, guys? Next. Callum, what did you get at the con?
Let's go to Tell.
Me?
Because I want to yell at him.
Oh, no. It's not my fault.
I want to yell at you.
And I'm still main screen. Get me off.
Right, I'll start with the good one. Right, so
You got to go big
Hell.
screen.
Tell, swap me round.
Oh. Look, Wayne says, I don't go to cons to see so-called famous people for the atmosphere.
Yeah, but if we paid for your ticket, would you go? Because you keep on entering giveaways.
Yeah. Showmasters will not do giveaways for that. Just like no. So my pickups from the weekend. We'll start with the Boba Fett Funko Pop. I went for the Master Boba Fett pop in the end. I'm happy with that one, I think. But yeah, so we got my signed pop by Tamura Morrison. Really chuffed with that, and he was quite a friendly guy. He was chatting. I said thank you for coming. Thanks for coming to London because I thought it was quite rare to see Tamura in London. I thought that was
He was meant to be at Star Wars Celebration, but he was filming.
He didn't go.
No, he was filming.
Yeah, so I thought that was really cool to see Tamura Morrison and to do all 3 days. You know, like Matt Smith usually just does 1 day, but for Tamura to do all 3, that was really cool. So really happy with that. I didn't expect to get that. Now this is where it gets a bit dodgy. I'm not proud of this, but so I got my Matt Smith autograph by. But the gold pen was running out. But it's just
the gold pen wasn't just running out; it was dead.
Yeah, he did say it was dead.
And also, you will notice something.
Oh yeah, we know about this. Yeah.
Yeah, he's written 11 on it, like he's signing a Doctor Who pop.
Yeah, so he's done like the 11th Doctor, and then a smiley face. But what I could tell he was doing, he was actually just trying to get ink on the pen, like onto the pot.
Yeah.
The pen was running out, so he's done a bit of
But
everything.
I saw him do it multiple times. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah. So I was really, and I asked him for a quote, and the woman was like, "No, you can't get a quote." But
Mark
I'm
got
happy
one.
with that for now. But I think I will get another Matt Smith pop, his signature on the pop again.
He might do
But-
winter for all we know.
Yeah, like I need the one that Ryan's got is faultless. The red pen's just
And Mark's.
yeah, Mark. So
Mark got a quote somehow. I don't know how he did it. He was like the only one to get a full quote on the side.
the size
And
of
he
it,
just-
that's what
And
happened.
he just went, yeah, all right. I did it.
So that was that one. And then on the Sunday I bought a Luke Cage Funko Pop. I can't tell Coombsy how much he'll go mad at me.
No, I know how much it was because I saw it. It was
What?
30, wasn't it?
No, no,
What?
no. Yeah,
Was it
25.
50?
No, it was 25.
Oh,
So-
that's the right price.
That was the stall
good
of
price.
25. So that was the stall I was looking for all day.
Yeah.
But as soon as I got it, as soon as I met Mike Coulter, I wasn't bothered. I felt like I just got it for the sake of it, just because I was going on the Sunday for Ryan to get the Natalie Tina pop signed. I'm happy I went, but I'm not too bothered. And again, it's just in a blue Sharpie. Yeah, it's not going to really come up there. You can't even see it that well. So it's on there, but I'm not too bothered. But yeah, it's just the pop I got signed. I know Mark's pops looks really good with the yellow pen. That's a nice one. But
I
yeah.
made Luke Cage look small.
yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe in height wise, but definitely not muscle wise.
And let's see what Gary says. Hi, I messaged you the other day. Hope you enjoyed your LSCC weekend. I'm so glad I got my glove signed by Dolph. I think the queuing's a bit of a pain this time around. It was a great day. Yeah, Gary commented on my Saturday video, and yeah, he got the boxing glove signed, which I thought was quite a clever idea.
Yeah,
yeah.
if you ask Carl Weathers to do that, he'll say, "Yeah, sure, give me another $300."
Yeah, you can imagine that.
It's funny because I was there for Saturday and Sunday, and I never once saw a boxing glove with my own eyes. Never once saw one.
He wasn't there Sunday though, don't think.
Yeah, but still, like, even Saturday, I didn't see anyone with boxing gloves, so they must
No.
have had them in bags and stuff. And I'm supposed everybody got helmets signed by tomorrow, and I never saw that either.
Mark,
Joe, I'll come to your comment in a second, mate. Mark's got a 30 pack, not a 6-pack. I was hiding my muscles, didn't want to start shit with Chuck. Yeah. But Ryan liked his jacket. He said he mentioned the jacket. But again, Mike Coulter wore the same clothes both days. I'm not sure if anyone noticed that, but from what I saw,
yeah,
you saw him Saturday, didn't you?
yeah,
Yeah, and then we saw him.
he liked that jacket.
Yeah.
He was telling everybody about that jacket.
Yeah, I liked it.
That was the thing. I didn't have any, not in a rude way. I didn't have any questions to ask him. I just went up and got it signed. I didn't. Really
I'll tell you my very weird conversation with him in a minute.
Yeah. What I would have asked was about Kristen Ritter. That's what I would have asked about. But it sounds a bit rude. to
They're
ask
good.
about.
No, they're good friends. So
Yeah, I didn't want to ask about another celebrity when he's, or another star. I felt it was a bit disrespectful, so I was just happy to get it signed. But he kept walking off from his table, so he kept coming and going.
Mm.
But yeah, I was happy to get it signed. Just another one to the collection, really, as we all say. But yeah, so that was me. Well, before we move on to Callum, we'll just go to Joe's comments. He said he's picked a Yondu 74. Is that the one? Is that the Mary Poppins?
No, that's the original.
Is it? Yes, that's what.
Yeah.
Actually, no. I think I want the Mel Dixon one. I think.
That would be better for your. Well, actually, both of them. But seeing as you're getting Walking Dead guests, it kind of matches.
Yeah, I mean, if we look there, that's my Walking Dead collection's pretty good. So, but I don't have a Mel out of all that. So yeah.
Oh, you don't have a Mel?
No, I don't have one. So
I'll
I will
have
get
to.
one.
I'll have to have a look round and see if anybody's got one.
It's just one of them. Just being patient, really. But yeah, I think Joe's convinced me now to go to the Wales one, offering me a lift from the station. So I think that sold it to me. Hey, Cal, are you thinking of it still?
Nah, I ain't got the money for it. And also, I've already got Sean Gunn and Michael Rooker, so it would be
Yeah.
a case of I meet them, and the other guest. Like Mr. Fantastic. Okay, looking back at it, Fantastic Four is not a good movie.
I've not seen it in years, mate. Yeah.
But it's not. It's pure nostalgia.
Yeah, he go. He's at it again. He's at it again.
By a mo. Well, no, because he said it himself.
Yeah, I will get one, don't worry. But
I'll find one
Okay,
if you want me to.
So you both went to last year's and you went to this year. Which one was better?
Yeah. This year's 100%. I actually guessed wise last year, I would say. Because David Harbour and Katie Sackhoff were absolutely amazing.
I
last year,
literally just watched a video from Leroy Screwballs yesterday, and I found out that you didn't get to your signature last year, apparently.
No, he was drunk.
So my mate was engaged, and he broke up with his fiance the night before, and he's like, "Mate, I need to go out. Can you like come out and cheer me up?" So I went out as a good friend to cheer him up, and we got drunk. I woke up 10:30. David Harbour was there till 1 o'clock.
Yeah, you messaged me and I was like, "Tell you're not going to make it."
So I was doing a good deed, and it backfired on me. But I've learnt my lesson now. So
But you met him at Liverpool, so it's all right.
yeah, so I
Cool.
had to-
Yeah, I was trying to make connect the dots when I watched the video yesterday because I was trying to obviously I'd been then and I'd been and had my own experience, and then I watched Leroy Screwball's video from last year, and I was like, it did seem busier last year. And then I remember you guys all saying you could just watch the talk from the balcony, and then this year they kind of scuppered all those plans and put the thing in a different room.
Yeah, they kind of.
I kind of prefer it in a different room, to be fair.
I think they knew what people were doing last year.
Yeah, and me and Ryan actually went to the Wednesday talk, didn't we? Sunday for 2 minutes.
Yeah, we sat down and then they said,
Sat down for the Wednesday
and
talk.
yeah, and that's how we got to that point, and that was it, done.
Jack
Oh.
says, "Surprised you don't have a mole. I thought you basically had all of them like me." I don't know. It was just I've not really got an excuse. I think from series 5, not season 5, but series 5 of the wave of Walking Dead Funko Pops, there onwards, I got them all. But Merle was like series 3, season 4. But yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, with the cons, it's hard to compare because last year was mayhem, and this year was quite well organized. For guest wise, to me, I was more starstruck with David Harbour, so I think
Yeah,
because of the guest,
he was such a lovely guy.
he's a massive bloke, and yeah, it took me a bit by surprise meeting David Harbour, and that was, I think that was my first ever photo shoot as well with the star, I believe. Yeah, I think it was. So I'll say
Okay.
last year was better because he had the guest, but I can't fault the time I had at the weekend. The weekend was brilliant, so I can't say no. I think if Olivia was there, I think Saturday would have done it. But Coombs, are you ready to show off your bits?
Yep,
All right, there we go. Here we go.
Mark made me buy it. Not saying otherwise. It's the only comic that I bought in a long time, but Mark made me buy it because he said, "Oh, that's a nice cover." So I got him back, and I said, "Look, Thor comics." But no, I really do like the cover on that one. And
Yeah,
it's
that's
an
cool.
older one. I don't know. I'm assuming it's like 90s, but it's Mark Bagley, and he's a great artist.
So do you read them?
and-
Do you open them?
I have read this one before,
Okay.
so I'll keep this in a cardboard. But I do read it once and then put it back in the card usually. But I don't have many comics.
Would you read it online?
Yeah, I mean I've probably read it online, as I said.
Yeah, and then keep that closed. Yeah.
But that's an option because you can usually find most issues online in some format from somewhere. He
Okay.
snatched it from.
So that was your. I don't think we're in the right order here, are we? So that was one of your pickups.
No, that was the first pickup.
Was it? Oh,
Yeah, that was the very first. We went in. I went, "Ooh, comics," and I had a look, and there was that. And then I
Yeah.
went, "Look, Mark, Thor comics," and then he spent 30 quid and got angry with me.
I remember Mark just going like that. Looking
he blames me, but he knows every time he sees the words Thor, he's got to have a look.
Go on,
But-
mate. When you got
Oh, Milky's gone. So obviously the first guest that I met was Boba Fett, or in this case, it's Jango Fett. So this is what I showed off last week. My Tamora Morrison Jango Fett.
it's a shame we've got him in protectors and hard stacks because the glare ruins it, doesn't it?
Yeah, but you can still see it.
Yeah, I mean, I hope.
I got it authenticated as well, just because it was £10 for authentication, so I might as well. And I got a quote from Bounty Hunter, which he was quite fun with. I am the best, always was. And he actually asked me, is this one of my quotes? I said, yes. You said it 20 odd years ago, recording a video game. I went, oh.
I can't lie. When we got in, me and Milky found the clip on YouTube of him saying it.
Yeah,
There's a 3-minute PS2 reel of his quotes or something.
yeah.
it's
But
right, yeah.
the funny thing is, the best quotes from him are from that game.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that he was doing all of the quotes, because previously
He was brilliant with the quotes.
other cons he was just doing Tamora Morrison.
Yeah.
And the other one I got signed for Wilco, that had the quote. It's not quite right, but it's right enough. It said, "I'm just a simple man making my way through the universe."
Mm-hmm.
That was how he interpreted that it was said.
Yeah.
And I almost got him to write "Dan sucks" on Dan's, so that was worth it. He said, he said, "Okay." I said, "Yeah, it's to Dan sucks." He went, "Okay, Mr. Dan," and Dan was going, "No," and he was like, "I know it's to Dan."
SUX.
Yeah, he said, "I know it's to Dan, not that Dan sucks." And he was like, to the other quote, he said, "I've been writing this quote, and my hand hurts," and I was like, "But it's your most known quote."
This is what sorry to interrupt you, but this is what me and Milky were saying in the queue. I felt so guilty making him right. I'm just a simple man. I was like, I can't do it. I can't do it. And in the end,
I did it twice.
yeah, I felt so bad. Like, and
He was perfectly happy to do it, and he was perfectly chill.
yeah. Any reason for the blue pen, or is it because of the
Jango Fett for the blue pen. If it
Yeah.
was Boba Fett, I would have got green like you. But Jango, this is actually an aqua pen, which I quite like. I always get it on the Jedi pops as well, because it looks better than the blue, and it matches the lightsaber color more to the on screen. Then we did Mike Coulter as well. So
Before we
got
go on to Mike, we should say that the
Yeah.
detail that Samora put, like, he didn't write.
Yeah, his signature for the actual signings that he did is fantastic.
Like, they are so neat. I've never seen autographs like that. He was proper detailed. That is brilliant. Sorry, Milky.
He's in the middle.
It was just the way.
He's in the middle of Django and Boba Fett. He has a very what on earth are you doing?
When you sit down.
Oh right, he has a very neat signature, and he's just a Tamura was terrorized you, and Dan saying you both suck. He did. He said no, you both suck. But no, he's a proper gentleman, and he enjoyed every single person that he met, which was great to see. And I didn't ask him about the Polynesian spa, which I should have. I was actually more starstruck with him, because
It was weird just how open he was to public.
he was such a genuine guy that it was kind of like I don't know what to say. I just want to talk about Django or Boba.
You want to go for a beer, mate?
Yeah, that was the kind of person he was.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he got into trouble at the Whatnot booth
We
because
was
Jackson and Shaw released a video today on their Instagram. They did a live where he unboxed the diecast. He was late to where they signed the ones that were sold on Whatnot, and they're all rushed.
Mhm.
You can clearly tell, like, he's not even done a character name, and it's not neat like ours.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's
Sorry,
move
one
on.
more thing before we go to Mike.
Uh,
I did mention in my Sunday vlog that there was an announcement on the tannoy regarding Tamora Morrison, and I thought it was because he might have gone home or something might
Yeah.
have happened. It turned out I'm not sure if you noticed. The announcement was that there's no virtual queues no more. The announcement was it's an open queue. So, I'm not,
That's weird because they don't do that for everybody.
yeah, and that was the only announcement they made on the tannoys apparently that day, and it was that he was an open queue. So he wished for everyone, like literally.
Yeah.
To him. Sorry,
I
mate.
mean,
Back to you and Luke.
I probably had a 2-minute conversation with him, which was nice enough. I mean,
Me and Ryan were looking for you guys, and then we saw all the red Joker outfit, Mark red hoodie.
It's very easy to find Dan.
Yeah, and then we're like, oh, there they are. They're still there. Right, I'm just gonna go get a drink. But if you want to start your Luke Cage.
Yeah, no problem. Right, so this is Mike Coulter, Luke Cage. I got it signed in a white pen because I have Kristen and David Tennant in a white pen.
Nice.
And then on the side, we've got the quote, "Sweet Christmas." I love this. It goes along with the others. And somehow, I managed to get Mike Coulter to not talk about Marvel. I said to him, "Oh, I really hope you come back as Luke Cage." And then he started going on about James Bond, and then he went to Superman and Batman and how they've changed the actor. I went, "You are the definitive Luke Cage." And he was like, "Well, thank you very much, but they've changed James Bond so much. They've changed Henry's Superman so much." And then we spoke about the current Superman in the CW show, and it was just wild to me that Luke Cage was talking about DC to me. And the handler was joining in the conversation, and it was a great conversation. Like, I wish I got it on video. Dan got about half of it, and then when we started talking about DC, he just decided not to record it. I was like, Dan, you love DC. Why didn't you record this? But no, he was great. So if you ever get the chance to meet him, apparently he's a fan of everything. So it was a great conversation.
Yeah, I kind of met him because Tell went and got a thing signed with him. And I was obviously standing next to him filming and stuff, and I said about his jacket, "I like your jacket," and he was, he was cool. He didn't just speak to Tell because Tell had paid for the stuff. He also spoke to me just standing there, which is nice.
I very much like when they do that because they understand that there's somebody with you.
Yeah.
So they engage with both of you. And they kind of understand, this person with them might be a fan, but maybe they didn't have the money to meet and they still have a conversation with you.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. They did not do that at Star Wars Celebration. It was, so if you met Ewan McGregor or Hayden and you were with your friend, they made you stand at the back. So you were like pushed up against a wall and you couldn't.
Yeah, I watched like Headless
anything.
when he goes to like San Diego Comic Con and NYCC and stuff. And, like they've got the lines, but then there'll be like a 10-foot gap from the table where the guest is. So it's like only one person can go forward past the barrier. And it's like, that's annoying because you have to get like an angle from far away if you're trying to film your friend getting a signature or something. Because I was blatant, as Tell will tell you, I was just holding the camera in front of the slices all the way. Like,
they didn't care
to stop before I stop.
They didn't care this year, to be honest.
I think that was because of the guests as well. I think the guests were quite relaxed.
Yeah.
I mean, Matt Smith didn't even care.
It,
Matt Smith didn't even care. So
that surprised me, yeah.
And then the last one we got was Agent Phil Coulson from, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and the Marvel movies, Clark Gregg. That was a funny one because I've waited 4 cons for this one now. He's always cancelled. I'm
on 4 days, mate, and I'm stressing out about my money. I don't know how you. Oh, yours weren't diamond, was it?
No.
Yeah, that's why.
We were actually the reason that we got this was because Dan, I think he had a low queue ticket, so we were able to go up. And And I actually met Fitz from Agents of Shield as well, and he was really cool to meet with Mark, and we got a signature for Dan's fundraiser. But yeah, we got Phil Coulson there, the signature, and then on the side we've got the quote:
Is it?
"Tahiti, it's a magical place,"
Nice.
which is an Agents of Shield reference.
I
Yeah,
like that he was in character throughout the whole event. He was being followed around by an entourage of security guards.
Yeah,
You,
yeah.
You knew Coulson was coming before you saw Coulson. It was crazy.
We
But
got
he
his
was-
way, didn't we?
Yeah, we got in his way. We were literally right in front of him on the stairs going down.
Yeah,
But he
right.
was so humble to meet as well. Like the conversation I had with him, I said, "Oh, maybe you'll pop up in a secret invasion of sorts." And he kind of, he said, "Maybe you don't know." And I said, "My pop is a little damaged," and he went, "So's Coulson."
But Ryan was like, "You having a great time, Clark?" He was like, "Yeah, great time, great time." But Ryan was chatting to absolute all the stars, weren't you?
Yeah, dude, I got balls of steel. I'll literally say anything to anyone and then regret it after I've said it. Like,
See,
I'll
Mark said
never
I
regret-
stole his. Mark said I stole his quote, but I know for a fact that when he originally got announced for LFCC last year, I was gonna no, not last year, the time before, I was gonna do a send-in and get that quote. So I was, when I saw people were getting longer quotes, I went for that one. And actually, some of the quotes I've seen, like he's done dual quotes, he's done really long quotes on the side, and it was quite cool to see some of the stuff that ACOA got authenticated, because there were people that you could tell pushed it a little bit with what they wanted on their pop. They were like, "Oh yeah, right, my signature," and then a long quote on the front, and then, "Oh, can you do this quote on the..." You're taking up the person's time, and no, you don't need that.
Yeah, nothing comes to my head for me. Like, obviously, I didn't meet Clark Gregg, but there's not a quote that stands out in my head. So
There's that one, and then there's what I was going to get, because it was nice and short, which was "Welcome to Level 7, which is in the very first episode, where he steps out of the shadow, and, oh, Coulson's alive.
yeah. Oh yeah, because it's an Agents of Shield pop, so you'd need an Agents of Shield quote, really.
Not necessarily, because it's the character.
Yeah, I've not seen Agents of Shield, so
Definitely
good.
recommend it on Disney Plus.
It was good.
So it's all
I
on
enjoyed it.
Disney Plus now. I'm actually rewatching it, and that's what I said to the guy that
Hail
played.
Hydra.
No, I didn't say Hydra.
yeah, that was a quote. Yeah, in green or something.
No, I would not. He was actually. I'm guessing that he had the pop and the ride at some point as well, because he was telling the person before me that his was damaged, and I said to him just before I met him, I said a lot of them are damaged, and I don't really know why, because
He said
no, I said that to him. I
Oh,
said
yeah.
a lot of them are damaged, so I don't really know why they're damaged.
Yeah,
Because you look at all the director Coulson with Lola, the ride with the car, every single one you see is damaged in some way. If you find a mint one, you probably pay like £200 for it
yeah.
instead of what it's worth.
Do you own any pop rads?
Yes,
Do you?
I've got the Dean and Sam with Baby from Supernatural, which a lot of people actually want, and it's like £300 sitting.
You don't
Well,
want that signed?
I can't. They sell out like that.
Oh, I
So-
know. Yeah.
Yeah, so at Wales Comic Con, I was debating it because Dan was going, so I was like,
Dan's going.
no, Dan was going when
Oh.
he was there, and then by the time I actually made my mind up, he was sold out. And then Liverpool, the guy that plays Soldier Boy, he sold out within like less than a day, so I had no chance.
But I like that it's sold out, and they're not overselling. If you know what I mean. Like, I like it.
Yeah, but it's madness that it did, because surely they didn't have many in the first place.
Yeah, we do know. I know we've got. Is there anything else you got to show? I know you got your pops.
No,
No more pickup?
that's it for Comic-Con pickups.
All right, and so I've done a little list of my pros and cons. So you guys let me know if you agree and disagree. And guys in the chat, do let us know what you think. And if you've got any questions about the con, we'll try our best to answer. So these are the pros and cons. These are all the pros. So I thought the entry process was pretty smooth. I think Ryan, our wait time was what, 15, 20 minutes?
Unless you're Dan.
Yeah, I mean that. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, Dan got 3 people kicked to the back of the queue
Yeah,
because they were queue jumping.
I don't see why you queue jump. I don't.
Don't
The
need-
supernatural guys could be at For the Love of Fantasy. That is a point, but again, they'll sell out before I can even.
Yeah, I think I saw that about the For Love of Fantasy. I feel like every con needs to have these supernatural guys. What was it, the Vampire Diaries guys, and then all the Doctor Who's before any other
The
guests.
supernatural ones, I don't mind if they're there, but I'm not going to be able to afford them like that. That's the
Did
thing.
you buy the prop because you like the show?
Yeah, I loved Supernatural. I used to watch it with my mum when she was at our old house. We watched it on Netflix, on the American Netflix. We got up to a certain point, and then I recently, I think it was last year, I watched it from that point and finished it. And from the point, I'm glad that we stopped, because my mum would have just went, "What is going on?" After a certain point. They just get so ridiculous in that show that it's entertaining, but it's like, okay, that's nothing like it originally was.
Yeah, I think I watched 20 minutes of Vampire Diaries, and I was too tired at the time, and I just never went back to it.
That's basically a teen drama vampire show.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know if I need to watch it or not because of the guests, but
No, I wouldn't say. They haven't even got a pop or anything, so.
oh, fair enough then. The other pros then, the friendly staff, like Brian said, Brian was quite chatty with the staff, and
They
think
were a
what
lot more friendly this year, I will say that.
I think Ryan made a joke about the social staff are the ones inside the con, and then the ones who didn't have much personality were the ones doing the bag searches. Was it you that said it?
Yeah, I said that. Yeah, because when
Brian
you
went
look at
up-
the staff as a whole, like
Yeah.
the ones inside were really talkative. They had really good. I'm sorry to say this, but they had really good English and grammar, so they could understand conversations and word structuring. Whereas some people on the outside or on the way in that were doing bag checks or security, you ask them a question and they just nod their head at you or go point at something, and I'm like, you've got no social skills whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like,
You
You
went
could
up
just
to
tell.
one of the bag people and went, "Oh, you here all day?" And they went, "Yeah, all day."
Yeah, I remember that. And you at this spot all day. It's like,
Yeah, all day. It's like,
Yeah, because I was assessing. Because obviously, I spoke to the friendly girl in the autograph area, and she told me about the volunteering and how it worked and stuff. Because I wanted to know if you work the event, do you get a chance to meet the celebrities? Do you get time to do stuff? And she kind of explained that you do. They pay for your hotel. They give you either like money or vouchers to get stuff, and you get to also have like hangout backstage and all that kind of stuff. And you get more access to the celebrities than obviously the guests because you can go where other people can't. So yeah, I thought it would be fun, but that's why I was asking other people as well, because I could volunteer and get put on the bloody door where you've got to stand there all day, and I'm not going to be happy. So yeah,
the next one I said was, I put it down, then I was like, it's a bit. It's not that good. I said it was a simple in and out process, but so it was easy to go in and go out of the building. But the problem was you have to basically
not
go
if you
around
were
all
disabled.
you have to go around all the barriers again, don't you? That was the only problem.
If you were disabled, it would be hell. But I'm pretty sure they have a disabled. I mean, they do usually have a disabled exit, and they wouldn't allow us to. Actually, no, Ryan, you tried to go for the disabled exit at one point.
yeah.
And then
Really?
a man outside.
Yeah, because we went down the
Yeah.
stairs at the side because I wanted to go outside for a cigarette, and we went down the
Yeah.
stairs to the side, and we said, "Can we go through there?" And he said, "No, this is disabled."
He just
access,"
went,
and we had to go
"No."
all the way around the other side.
Fair. And then finally, time guest spent with fans. So that's the best I've seen it. Apart from, and I say it a lot, my experience with Paddy Considine was really good. But with the guests at the con at the weekend, thought it was really good. Like I said, they spent enough time with the autographs and chatting away. Did you chat to? Was it Ian Coldesacca? Is that his name? Cal?
Yeah,
Ian
yeah.
just- yeah,
When we got the autograph,
Because his queue was very long, wasn't it? I think it was because he was engaging with everyone.
yeah, the fits from Agents of Shield. So Mark went, well, me and Mark went to get something signed for Dan, because he was in another queue, and I just I had a quick conversation with him because, as I said, I'm rewatching Agents of Shield just because it's a great show, and I just finished season 2, and in that there's a specific thing that happens. I won't spoil it, but I will say I said to him that was really well acted by him. And he's like, "Oh, thank you very much. It was a hard process to do," and I said it was extremely realistic to how it would be if you were in that situation, kind of thing.
How many
And he was
seasons
great.
is it?
5 or 6, I think.
Well, wow. That one didn't have a clue. Has it got a time period, like where it's set in the MCU, or is it separate?
It was originally in the MCU, but then stuff changed, and now it's very confusing
Okay.
because they
Still
were
very
kind
good
of
though.
they were kind of like, at one point they were like, right, so the Marvel TV stuff from a certain era, yeah, that's not canon anymore, even though it mentioned the MCU. It's not canon. Everything on Disney Plus is canon. That's not. Bye bye Daredevil. Bye bye Luke Cage. Bye bye Agents of Shield. Bye bye
Okay.
Cloak and Dagger. All of that wiped out.
Yeah. Before we move on, guys, I'll just read out Gary's comment. Gary, thanks for engaging in the chat. I do appreciate it. I got the glove off eBay. I'm going to the WinterCon to see Ari Lehman and Tony Todd. All the celebs I want to see, they all asked if I want the selfie. That's just really nice. Yeah.
That's great.
I didn't really try. Yeah, I didn't really try my luck. I was just so grateful to get my pop signed at the time. Gary,
Yeah.
do you collect Funko Pops, or are you just going for like gloves and stuff? I can't remember what else you got signed.
It's linked because Lady Sif appears a couple of times. Yes, she does, but
Yeah, you didn't mention a pop. Yeah.
it's also not, because Kevin, whatever the higher ups at Marvel have said that it's not canon. And only the stuff on Disney Plus is canon, even though things happen in that show.
So, guys, and they were my pros. Is there anything you disagree with, or any pros you'd add to the weekend?
I think the pricing for things on stalls was decent. For a
Yeah, I was
convention.
literally going to say it wasn't as expensive as I thought it was going to be.
I'll give an example. So, In Demand Toys was there. They're a toy company. They're online and they have an actual shop, I believe, or they have a warehouse. Their prices at the con were exactly the same as they were online. In fact, some of the stuff was a little cheaper because you didn't have to pay postage. You don't expect that from a convention. Usually, they're all jacked up ridiculously.
Well, yeah. When you talk about stalls, that was the first con I've been to where I didn't buy anything from a store. I bought the Luke Cage to get signed, but apart from
And that was a good price.
yeah. But yeah, I didn't buy any. I didn't buy anything.
We did see the usual stall there that's at every convention. You know who I'm talking about. The
Begins
one
with
that
P.
begins with a P.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So they're at every convention and they just sell stuff ridiculously high. They were like, "Oh yeah, what was it? £30 for the Wednesday Addams that people were selling for like, no, it was 50, wasn't it?"
they were ridiculous prices. I know the store you mean, but
Yeah, they're
yeah.
always ridiculous. That's still, I don't know how they make any money.
I did see one store. I'll try and make myself big. Oh,
Hello.
I don't know what I've done there. I'm sorry, Cal. I
I'm
did
big
see one
again.
store that because I bought something from this store. I see it everywhere now. They were also at the Liverpool Con and they were also at MCon a couple of weeks back. But the one it's called Pam's Happy Hats, who knit all these little crochet.
Yeah, I did see
Is
that.
that Vecna?
Yeah, so I got
Oh,
this
yeah,
at Liverpool Comic Con, but it's like a little family business, husband and wife. But I thought this was really cool. So it's great to see them traveling all over the UK. So I wanted to give them a shout out. So that is Pam's Happy Hats, but they're really cute. They all have all Stranger Things. They have loads of Marvel. They have Star Wars. They have everything, and I think they'll knit you stuff. The woman's actually knitting on the day while the husband is selling stuff. But yeah,
Wow.
I wanted to give them a little shout out. Let me bring the stream back on.
Oh. There we go.
There we go. Yeah, so pricing was good then for the stalls. We did
Yeah.
see like the common Funko Pops, didn't we? We saw the Star Wars ones, the Return of the Jedi line. They were like
Yeah, we just walked in and they were like the first stall we saw. They're only $10.99. This is a
Yeah.
convention.
I saw
What's
£5 pops. I saw, £50 pops. There was some cheap ones.
if you went to that P store, we'll call them,
Yeah.
then yeah, you're gonna get ripped off. If you went anywhere else, it was actually quite good pricing wise.
There was towards the end of Sunday there was a random queue forming, and me and Ryan were very confused about what the queue was, and it turned out it was the donut stand. Do you remember the donut stand? It was in front.
Oh,
of
Project Donut.
It was in front of Whatnot,
Yeah,
Just-
yeah.
and they were doing 2 donuts for £10, I think, and that was a lot. And then Sunday, towards the end of Sunday, they done 4 donuts for a £5, and
Oh,
then
that's there.
and then the queue was massive. And then we
It was
like,
massive.
that's why. That's
Because
why.
they realised that a lot of people, what Mark said, is access to food. So you've got the stalls there, obviously. Everybody knows there's a Tesco round the corner. And
Yeah.
there's the pub over the road that is significantly cheaper for food. So everybody goes there.
I think let's move on to the cons, and there's something I did miss out, so my cons were cancelled guests, of course. So
We can't. We thought they were having us on, but actually Ryan spoke to one of the staff, and they told you straight that they got a phone call at 8:00. And
Yeah.
she said she couldn't come.
I think the cancelled guest isn't the problem. It's just the way it's been announced and the way it's
Yeah.
being dealt with. Ryan, do you want to discuss who cancelled on both days?
So Olivia Cook cancelled. So I got off the coach on Friday night, and Tel greeted me at the coach station with a very horrible prank. His face wasn't happy to meet me. I thought, Jesus, I've travelled 9 hours to meet this guy, and he hasn't even got a smile on his face. And then he says to me, Olivia Cook has cancelled, and I was like, dude, I'm not even going to take that in as a joke. Like, why would you do that to me? And I could see he was serious. She did cancel, and it was literally 5 minutes before I arrived in London. So I literally arrived with disappointment. I was like, oh God. So
And it
what
was
we did was we went to the bar.
It was only like an hour before you arrived that they got the phone
Yeah.
call.
Yeah, it was nuts. So, yeah, Olivia Cook cancelled, so she wasn't there on the Saturday, which is fine. But I was still hopeful for Sunday because I had Natalia Tonks, Tina, and obviously, Tonks, and Eve Best. But Showmasters, I don't know, they didn't do anything but tell us at exactly the same time as Olivia Cook did the day previously that Eve Best had also cancelled. Now, it was the same reasoning. They were needed to do more filming in Wales. But my question is, if you know you need Olivia Cook on Saturday, surely you're going to know you need Eve Best on Sunday. So why not announce both of them Saturday? And it would have made things a lot easier.
Because you'd know that they are probably doing a scene together. I don't know what happens in season 2, but would you presume they've got a scene?
They do batch recording, so it would really depend.
Yeah, it doesn't really make a difference. They could be filming like an ending scene or an opening scene, and they mix and they film in different orders. But no, they could have just done it on the Saturday. If they'd have explained that Eve Best also wasn't coming, then it would have been a harder blow, but it would have been easier to take than having to take 2 blows each day consecutively.
I
But
think
yeah,
with the cancelled guests, if I know it sounds a bit dramatic, but if Olivia Cook done a video message, sorry guys, I'm not able to make it this weekend. I hope to catch you at the next one in November. That would make such a big difference.
it would. Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
And that's not a big ask, I don't think. That's just like,
But to be fair, where she is in Wales, like I think it's a quarry somewhere. So are they going to have phone signal?
She could fly a dragon to the top of the hill. Don't give me that.
All right, yeah. But it's a quarry in the middle of nowhere in Wales, and what if they've got them like in a trailer? They probably wouldn't have Wi-Fi of any sort because they're in a quarry.
yeah, I think Milky, do you know where it is in they're filming?
It's somewhere in North Wales. I know that there was casting. They were actually asking for people of males of the age of 18 to 28 or something like 18 to 38 to audition. It was in North Wales somewhere.
Yeah,
In a
so we don't-
quarry.
We don't know where. Chris, welcome to the stream, mate. Thanks for joining in once again. Good to see you in the chat. We're just discussing all things Comic-Con from the weekend. I think Ryan will stick with you, mate. The ticket and a voucher process. I thought that was a bit of a con. Just obviously with your experience on the Saturday.
Yes. So initially, I thought it was really cool that you could do that. Because they kind of made it clear that look, this arena is absolutely huge, and to have card payment machines on every single desk would be impossible because of all the cabling and wires that they need to run around. So I get it; it's understandable. So they had this way where you could queue up at the sales desk and you could pay by card to exchange for vouchers that they gave you, and then those vouchers you would take to the desks of the celebrities and exchange them, and you give them to the woman, and she gives you a little ticket that you then hand in. But that was all confusing for a first timer, especially for me, because apparently I asked for a photograph and a signature for one person and a photograph for another person. Well, they got it right for Leo Ashton. They gave me the photo and they gave me the signature, and they did it right. They gave me vouchers for one part and a little ticket for another part.
Yeah, you're right.
But then
yeah.
when I asked them for the Matt Smith photograph, I just did what they gave me. So they gave me these vouchers. So I went away, and I wasn't meeting Matt Smith till 4:20 p.m. And by this time I'm getting my vouchers at about 10, 11 a.m. So I've got these vouchers on me all day, and I get to Matt Smith and I'm literally at the back of the line, and they say to me, look, you can't use these vouchers because you need to have this little printout ticket.
And you was the
I'm
last photo of the day, weren't you?
Yeah, and I was like, what do you mean I can't use them? And he went, yeah, and then more bad news is the sales desk is now shut. I was like, well,
No,
it's
it's
your
not.
fault. You guys did this. You guys did this. You need to fix it because I'm here now to meet Matt and I'm not leaving. And I literally did. I took about 5 steps away from it and said to Tell I'm done. My heart broke. I already said earlier in the live stream. And yeah, went downstairs very quickly and they very quickly fixed it. So I would kind of take the ticketing thing out of cons, but I also wouldn't put it in pros.
But the counter argument is, if you could pay for an autograph before in advance, that's what.
The
Yeah.
problem with that is there have been situations where other cons that they, like Telford, it gets wild and they have way too many people because they don't know how many autographs they can physically do.
Yeah.
So they
point.
can massively oversell that.
Yeah, I'm not because I don't think in autographs they do batches, do they? They just sell.
Oh, apparently they do them by batches, but I know that's not a thing because they just go, oh yeah, your diamond pass go through, kind of thing.
I think that what they should kind of do is like when you go through, instead of giving you a stamp that every single person in there's got, color code little paper bracelets and do like 200 guests have got a red one, and then 200 guests have got a blue one, and just go through the colors, and then they could do it's red time to sign at this time, it's blue time. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so then
yeah.
all the reds would go upstairs, all the blues would go upstairs at different times.
Well, if they
throughout the day.
actually did the batches for autographs, which apparently, according to Twitter, they do, which is fake. I've never experienced that. If they actually did that, and you were batch 1, and there were 25 people that got their autograph at that time, would perfect.
Yeah, it would work perfect. So that's something I'd like to see.
Yeah, no, bang on. Cal, anything to add on that, the ticketing voucher process? Did you buy vouchers?
No. I did at Winter, because I forgot my cash, because literally it was like a last go there for one guest, see Dan for a pint, and then go home. But yeah, that was quite straightforward for that.
Hey, Luau.
Really quiet.
I've just realised that Milky's
What?
not drinking Desperado.
I'm ill, dude.
You still run down, yeah? I can tell,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can hear it in your voice. But in fact, I do appreciate you being on, mate.
Hell, dude, I wouldn't miss this for the world. It's episode 12. We've been doing this every week. I've been
That's
having
like
more
3
fun
months.
every single time.
Nearly 3 months.
And now, for some reason, I feel more connected to the two of you because we've actually met. And I feel like we can have a better live stream and we can hang out and have better conversations because we've actually met in person as well. We're not just pixels, as I like to call a lot of people on the
We're
internet.
real people.
Yeah, you're a real boy.
I'm a real boy.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Oh. Yeah, guys, if you are in the chat and you actually liking this, let us know that you're enjoying it. Hit the like button on the stream and share it out if you're inclined to do so, and definitely subscribe to Tell Talks because he's close to 1,000. And YouTube is free, and we need to earn some money from this.
Honestly. Jack loves it. Right, let's talk about paint pens.
What these tell these?
You don't really
What's
know.
these tell?
I don't think I've actually physically held one. I don't think I actually ever have. When the only my favorite autograph, I have to get it, is Paddy's.
Hold on. Do I have something
That's my
damaged?
favorite autograph in the yellow. I think that's beautiful. Very clear, that one.
Screw it. Nobody's gonna buy this one. I'll show you.
Doing a signature.
Yeah, right. So nobody's gonna buy this one. It's a Funko thing. It's probably worth about £15. We'll do a signature on it. So, wait, before you meet the guests, obviously you shake it a little bit. Don't shake it too
Mark was
much.
doing. Sorry, when
Yeah.
I was editing my video, Mark done this for about 4 minutes on my video when I was editing.
Yeah, and his pen exploded.
Right in front of Easy As.
Yeah, yeah. Right,
Wow.
so I'm assuming this is going to still work. If it doesn't, then it doesn't, and we've wasted our time.
What colour is this?
This is a white one.
Nice.
Right, so you just hold it like this, and then, okay, it's out of, yeah. Right. It is running out, but it'll do for the demonstration purposes. So there we go. I've written Coombsy on it. And now all we've got to do is wait probably about 4 minutes for that to dry, and then it's done. And that is not the best example. That's
But
not
then
how
tell
it's
you
meant-
should role play and be a bad guest and say, "Hi, my name is."
That's how it's
can I
meant
please
to
have
come
this?"
out. That's how it's meant to come out. That's the white paint pen.
He had some very small handwriting as well.
Yeah, he does.
Did he do
Right.
the thing where he finishes it off with like a stroke at the end?
Yeah. So this is the fine pen. This is good if you want a guest to do a quote, like a longer quote, or in the case of Tamura, I did it because he's got quite a fine signature. So it's better. It's easier for him to write, and obviously it's slightly smaller. So
Did he go over the Walmart sticker, or is it Walgreens, whatever it is?
only slightly. There's a tiny bit there.
Oh yeah, it's cool.
So he did quite well there. That's devalued the pop.
I mean,
Giveaway.
could be a giveaway. Coombsy signed Funko.
No, I'm not gonna.
Does it look? Hey, Coombsy done the voice for this pop, whatever it is.
Did I? Sapwood Mossbottom. Yeah, I did the voice for Sapwood Mossbottom. There we
Right,
go.
let's add this back to the stream. What are we up to? But yeah, paint pens. Then not every guest has them, do they?
No, and that's a thing for some reason. Most Comic Cons, in fact, a lot of the guests like it if they can get a paint pen to use. Like, so if you go up and you get a signature, and they're like, "Oh, that's a really nice pen." If you give them that pen, then they're very grateful because they can do a good signature for as long as possible. Unfortunately, in some situations, it ends up that you help out the scalpers that are getting the consignments done to sell. But most of the time, they'll be very grateful you gave them a paint pen because they're mostly signing Funko Pops. The weird thing is, if it's anime guests, they do have paint pens. I guess they bring their own. That's what I've noticed.
Yeah.
I need to manufacture my own white ones and call them Milky Pens.
Yeah. No, please
And then hand them
don't.
out to all the people. Yeah, awesome.
We know Headless Ned Stark has his own pens. So.
Yep.
But yeah, so paint pens on tables. That was, I mean, it's a con, but it's not really anyone's fault. It's just a preference, really, isn't it? I suppose.
I think
Yeah.
it's because if they have an accident on something, then they're like responsible.
Yeah.
So say if you had a poster that was signed by a ridiculous amount of people and then suddenly they do the paint pen and the paint pen splodges and you've ruined it.
Yeah, comparing it to a poster.
If you take your own paint pen, it's your responsibility because you've sent your item with your pen.
Yeah, never thought about that. If you're doing it on like the guy in front of me when we met Leo Ashton, he had these maps and he was literally signing on the map. Whereas we have Funko Pop windows and you can actually wipe it off with a bit of acetone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't do that on a fabric map or something like that. It's ruined
No.
if they make a mistake.
So the other con was the closed tour, which was a shame for. Well, I guess
There were two halls closed
two shut.
because they usually have two more halls full of stalls.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know one of them they used for the talk area.
Which I never saw a talk happen on there, but apparently the map did do one.
He just went there with a beer and sat in front of everybody.
He should have like FaceTimed Olivia in front of everyone. That would be fun.
Yeah, like I feel like there was no announcements. Like there was nothing to tell you to go to a certain thing at a certain place and to let you know that things were happening. It was like you had to be in the know, or you had no idea what was going on.
You have to pay attention to yourself. So you have to pay attention to the boards they've got up at the. So if there's a diamond pass going on, then it will say batch. They're doing batch 1 to 4, and then they wipe it off, and then it will say virtual queue 1 to 50.
But it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't take 2 minutes to have somebody go on the tannoy and say, in 5 minutes, Matt Smith will be at the Talking Zone.
It happened because it proved they can do it on the Sunday.
Yeah.
So it was.
They could have a little jingle go off, and everyone can be, it could be a funny little thing, and then a tannoy could come on. It could be special guests that come on and do it. It could be Yoda. You could get voice actors in then to do the announcements for the cons. How cool would that be?
Yeah.
Get voice actors in that are there to sign as well, but they also
In
have, like,
5 minutes, he'll keep his tongue.
Well, it's like November one. We've got the Emperor.
Yeah.
Good,
Do it.
good.
You want to
Anakin.
buy that pop. Do it.
Anakin, go to your talk, Anakin.
Right. I'm never getting monetized on this channel.
Yeah, you will.
But the WinterCon last year, I don't think I've been to WinterCon. Did they have more than one hall last year?
No.
I wouldn't know. No.
Winter and spring, they only have one hall.
Wait, so is there 3 cons a year?
Yeah.
Didn't think about it. So there's been 2. So 3. So there's been 1 already for London this year.
Yeah, spring.
That was Joseph Quinn.
Yeah, it was Joseph Quinn's second, but it was where I got Brian Blessed and Sam Jones.
And Bella Ramsey cancelled. Or
Yeah.
that's chaos, whatever. So that one, okay, fair. And then finally, my last con was the communication. So on the socials, they just don't really.
They
say-
don't reply to you.
Just it's just like there's not even a help option. Like they could
It's shabby. It's shabby. No. Yeah, go ahead.
like there could be like a Showmasters help and support Twitter account.
Oh,
Something.
there is, but it uses an archaic system. They want you to use a forum. Who uses a forum in 2023?
Yeah, and
Good point.
the forum's not even categorized right, organized right. Like it's
No,
a
yeah.
real pain to scroll through. But that was the cons. I think I've got the cosplays up next. Cosplay socials. So I know Ryan's put the tags in the chat, but so these were the guys' socials we did find and did get in contact with us and did follow us on Instagram. So we've got Mike Lone Wolf, who played Daryl Dixon, or played Daryl.
That's a great Daryl.
That was what I couldn't believe it. I was like, I have to get a photo. But yeah, I was so impressed with that one. And then Leader Tree. I might be wrong, but I think Leader Tree is part of the Essex cosplayers, which
Oh
was-
right, yeah.
Derek knows. So small world. I might be wrong on that one, but I believe he is part of it. But I think he actually got that Yoda made.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say, I was gonna say whether that was like a handmade thing or it was like an old toy.
Yeah, I think I saw on his Instagram he got it made. I did have a little scroll down
Oh.
Instagram, but honestly, they're both great. But the Daryl one, I think Ryan asked me to choose my favorite cosplay from the day. I didn't want
Ooh.
to choose, but
Oh,
That-
that's.
Daryl was so good. Like, being a Walking Dead fan, that was just so good. So yeah, do give Mike and Lee a follow, guys. The other ones, of course, we've seen. They both followed us on Instagrams and stuff. So
I love that Star Lord is a lot easier to do than the previous ones because you don't need the mask and you just basically need a jumpsuit, a beard, and
well, this is what I was going to say. I think what's his name? Is it Greg? I think he's Milky. You have to back me up on his name. Is it Greg or Gavin? Begins with G, whatever his name is.
I'm not sure. Star-Lord's name, I'm not 100% sure.
But he got like the accessories, like the shoulder pads and all that. He decided to sew or to stitch it on. So,
yeah, I've noticed that's not like one of the suits that you can buy.
yeah. So I think he bought the suit, but he stitched it all on into one, so it goes on in one. I could be wrong. If he sees this, hopefully he can let us know.
That's a lot better than because I know that Hot Topic in the US actually sell that suit.
Yeah,
You can
I'd buy it,
straight- yeah.
yeah. I'd love to do it as Adam Warlock. So go all gold face, gold hair.
Oh
I'd
no!
love to do it. So, yeah.
Don't
I'm
be
gonna
rash.
go one day. I'm gonna go as Tiny Tormund.
I thought you
What
said
you're gonna
him.
find a giant lady and go, "Hello, giant lady."
Big lady will be giant. Yeah,
Hey,
I'm gonna go. I'm
okay.
literally going.
Yeah, you
Hello,
have
big
to,
lady.
You have to for
Next
the-
summer, I'm going to unveil it. I'm gonna
I want the big
Triangle.
lady.
a cosplay for the next 12 months, which will be giant.
So
yeah,
do we
Tormund.
go near Ryan at this point because he's gonna like spend the day trying to find his Brienne, and he's gonna go up to like the tallest lady he could find. Say, "Will you big lady?"
Everyone's a big lady to Ryan.
Yeah, they are. And I'm gonna have a big horn with the milk in it and everything. It's gonna be fun.
We saw that, didn't we? In that
Yeah,
shop.
we did.
Yeah, that'd be brilliant to see.
You didn't buy the horn.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I didn't buy anything in that shop. I was very good. Well, because they wouldn't accept Scottish cash.
Did you see the
That's true.
Qui-Gon on-set cosplay? I saw a guy that... Yeah, I did. Yeah, there was a guy going round as... well, it's Qui-Gon Jinn, but it was Liam Neeson in, like, the beach outfit
What's that mean?
from the behind the scenes. where
With,
he's
like, the
wearing.
umbrella.
Yeah,
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I think yeah, I do know what you mean. I do love that when they think outside the box. Gary says, I clip many horror. I've not got any Funko. I made a metal Freddy glove a few years ago. I got Robert England to sign it. Yeah, that must have been at
Nice.
London Film Comic Con as well. Because I
I
think
think that was last
yeah,
year.
yeah, me and Coombsy walked past him. I remember we just
Yeah, I was
casually.
like, oh, it's Freddy Krueger.
The only person that walked past was, or from the weekend, was Clark Gregg.
Mm.
And then the girl from Wednesday on Sunday, Joanna something. And then Dan just stopped her.
Leo Ashton.
Yeah, Dan just stopped her. Remember, Dan just stopped her and give her the Grogan.
Yeah.
She did not look happy
Frank
about
Skinner.
that.
Yeah, oh yeah. Then we saw Frank Skinner just walking around.
She did not look happy about that. If you look at Dan's Instagram, like the Wednesday, that one girl, she's like,
I'm not sure if it was her persona or if she weren't happy. I'm not sure. But let me remove this then. But they are the cosplay social guys. So Beanie Cosplays, star.lorduk. Do make sure you give them a follow. Mike_Lone Wolf and Leader Tree 77. And what will be fun is if we do see him again at another con. And obviously, I'm sure they'll be dressed up as someone else. So it'd be cool to actually catch them and get another photo. So yeah, that is that. Gary says, I have tattoos of Freddie and Michael. Oh, wow.
no.
Freddie,
So
Michael,
is that when they've done like they do the signature on your body and then you go to a tattoo artist? Because I was just being curious about that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, Gary, let us know, mate. Let me just check what I've got left of the schedule. So we had initial thoughts on the con. We had the show and tell. We've done that. The pros and cons and the cosplay socials. We've done that. Now next up, you'll have to give me a minute, guys, while I get up the slides. But it is LFCC Winter, of course.
There's
So,
announcements tomorrow.
Yeah. So if you two discuss the WinterCon, while I just get up the website.
Right, this one don't wear shorts. You got to wear a hoodie and be nice. And
Well, I'm
prepared.
not coming on a coach. I'm actually going to fly down.
All
I'm
right.
going to fly down now because, like I said, I've got the passport, so I'm actually going to use it a lot, even if it's I know I didn't need it, but to fly in state, but still in state. Listen to me, like I'm an American already. No, I'm going to fly down because it'll be cheaper and stuff like that, and then have more fun. Maybe bring easier stuff. We can bring more stuff because it's not having to luggage
It
everywhere.
might be cheaper, but it also might be a longer journey.
Maybe.
Because, well, no, sorry, not a longer journey, but a more difficult journey because you got to get from the airport to the Olympia, and obviously you'd have to probably take the underground or do the train and then the
Yeah.
underground.
Well, I actually kind of feel quite confident with it because I went home on my own on
Yeah.
the Sunday to left me at the train station in his local area, and I literally made my way into the city and found my way to Victoria, which was kind of daunting, but I managed to do it without getting lost.
Yeah. I could
Yeah,
do that with mobile data.
No mobile data. Yeah, I was underground, nothing.
But what we could do, we could look at hotels as well.
Hmm.
That could be an option as well for future. You could record content in the hotel.
Yep.
It's
Uh,
so it's the 11th and 12th of November. My birthday's at the end of the month, so we can't have an early one on that. I'd get in trouble.
What do you mean?
Yeah, we could do an early birthday weekend.
I'll have to
Callum
see.
could stay the
'cause-
weekend.
I'll have to see because obviously I've got them two downstairs
Yeah.
and priorities elsewhere.
So, thoughts on the lineup then so far, guys?
Yeah.
I
I don't
met
even
it-
want to believe Olivia Cook right now. Like,
I have faith. I have faith.
I have faith too. I just feel like they didn't make any apologies. I know social media is all about positivity and stuff like that, but they've done no public announcement to say, look, we're sorry that she didn't come this time. She's coming next time. But until I see Olivia Cook do a video
Ian
on her
McDiamond,
socials.
I wouldn't get. To be fair, I don't think I'd get a pop. Obviously, I've got the pop because I met him at Star Wars Celebration. But I think I'd get a photo this time if they had different options. Like maybe they've got the chair as an option to get a photo.
I'd like to meet Ian and Olivia.
Mark says there's a couple of good guests already. I've got Olivia, Diamond Pass, and Tony Todd. Pop still from when he cancelled. So that is
He cancelled because he was doing theatre, and that was more important to him.
this
Wasn't
is,
Elizabeth Dula announced for summer?
yes, reschedule. Yeah,
Is that somebody that we should know?
Isn't she in Star Wars?
That looks like Andor to me, doesn't it?
Yeah, maybe it's Andor then.
Yeah.
Was it Saturday or Sunday when the Andor people were running around?
Sunday.
What, celebration.
They were running around. Was it Sunday?
Yeah, it was Sunday. There was a massive cheering up on the balconies upstairs, and there was the Andor people were running around, and there was.
I don't know. I have not seen it all yet.
See, you should have seen that at Star Wars Celebration. 'Cause literally, I was looking at I think it was the Topps booth because Jackson and Shaw wanted to know how much the cards were, and suddenly from my left, people started screaming, "No way out! No way! No, one way out!
Yeah,
one way out!" And then suddenly, a literal train of people came round the corner, and there must have been hundreds of them. It was wild.
So yeah, I understand what they're doing, but obviously I've not seen it. But Joe says Ian McDermott tempts him. Is he reliable, Callum, for cons?
Yeah, he does most cons. He obviously I can't remember the last one he did, but he did that. And he's a nice guy to meet. He's not like a lot of the original trilogy cast nowadays that might be a bit tired. He's very active somehow.
Yeah,
Dark side magic. Let's put it that.
Yeah.
But I spoke to him, and I said, you know, what was your favorite movie to film? He said Revenge of the Sith, hands down, which I was quite surprised by because he was in the original trilogy. Yeah, that was his favorite, and it was not because I was wearing a Revenge of the Sith t-shirt at all. No, he was quite genuine about it. And then I said, you know, if you could come back for a project, what would you do? He said, you know, I'd like to get the treatment that Harrison Ford got and get de-aged. I said, you know what? A Palpatine and Plagueis prequel as a Disney Plus show would do really well.
Oh, what? Sorry. Oh, Plagueis and who?
And Palpatine, because it's the Master and the Apprentice.
Yeah.
And, you know, kind of his rise to being the Sith Lord that he was. And he was very chatty.
Am I imagining it, or was there like a fan theory or fans' wish, or whatever you want to call it, for Matt Smith to be the young Palpatine?
I can't remember anything like that, but Ian wanted to be de-aged like Harrison Ford was.
Yeah, I bet he does. Yeah. Oh, I feel like it was Matt Smith.
That would be a weird one.
I can't remember who it was, but I mean, yeah. So we've got some guest announcements for tomorrow night for the WinterCon.
Tony Todd, I'm excited for because he's the voice of Zoom in The Flash, but he's also the voice of Venom in the upcoming Spider-Man 2.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So I want to get a Venom pop signed.
Mm-hmm. What, a Venom like Gameverse one?
There isn't one.
No.
So I'd probably get.
You know one.
It'll be after the game comes out by a couple of weeks. So it depends. Depends how much I like it, but I might get the Collector Corps one signed. Because you know nowadays I'm not about what's valuable in the pop world. I'm more about the signatures. So if it's something that I like, then I'll.
I know you're quite niche when it comes to autos and signatures on certain pops, but
I've I've gotten out of it now.
I'm not. My knowledge on Luke on what I'm about to say is not. I've got no knowledge on it. But what's your thoughts on Mark getting the Luke Cage pop signed by? But it was a Luke. What kind of Luke Cage was it? An
Oh,
anime?
the comic one. The comic
Yeah.
one.
What's your thoughts on that? I don't know.
I mean, he is Luke Cage, but he's not that Luke Cage. But it's up to the person, really.
yeah.
If they can only get that, then maybe they can only get that. If they can get the TV one, and maybe they like him in Defenders, but they didn't like him in Jessica Jones or whatever, and they just get a pop signed. It's up to them.
I've got to be honest. What's the time? What's the time it is? It's 10 to 12, but yeah, I could say it. But my only memory of Luke Cage is when he's having sex with Jessica Jones. And they break the bed.
Milky is just like, oh dear.
But that's literally all I can think of when I think of Luke Cage. So
No, there's more of in his own show. There's a lot of great moments.
yeah, see, I've not seen that. That is all I can think of. So that's why I didn't get a quote on. I think I didn't know what to say. I kept thinking Iron Fist in my head. I was like, please, I'm not going to make him say write anything like Iron Fist on the pop. We've got Mikey Collects in the chat. Welcome to the stream, mate. What's up, everybody? Can't stay long. Stopping to say hi. Yeah, we're going to end in not too long anyway, mate. But thank you for stopping in. Jessica Jones is sexy. So, and she's still working out, Kristen Ritter. So maybe one day she'll come back to MCU. Who knows?
100. You know what? I'm about 90% positive on that.
Yeah. I hope so, mate. I've got the pop, so I've got the pop. So I
don't know if she'll do a con, but I'm 90% sure that she's gonna be back as Jessica Jones.
Thanks for the stars. I do appreciate it. With a question mark at the end.
So, like, Olivia Cook's now going to get expensive for me because I have to still get the 3 things that I wanted to originally get at this con. And now I've got a photograph with Leo Ashton signed that I want signed again. So it's like 4 autographs signed now I need off Olivia
You
Cook.
must really like her.
£200.
That's what I'm saying. £200. Yeah.
And I've just realised that this I've decided to do MCM now. I've just realised how close that this con is compared to it. No, to MCM.
MCM to
It's within a couple of weeks.
I was gonna...
So if they announce somebody big, I'm screwed.
Yeah, I'm curious of MCM. I know, I like Milky. If you can come down for it for cosplay stuff and content.
When is it?
It's at the end of October.
Possibly. When's Liverpool?
7.
October. They're both October.
Mark, you got 7 Allison pops to get signed.
Wow.
No, I know you got 3 delivered the other day.
Mark's going to go as
He
one of
got-
those batch consignments guys with a bag. Open his
He'll
big
be on
jacket.
that
He's got
Funko
props on each
Creeps
side. Like, sight here.
He's gonna keep us all from getting our autographs. Tell you now.
Where am I going here?
No,
I would
MCM.
I would like to do Liverpool and winter. So if I can fit things
Yeah.
in, maybe.
I was going to say, let's take a quick look at this. Ryan's. I was going to get the Allison one up. So we've got Ray. So make sure you do follow Ryan on Instagram, guys, if you're not. Just some of these snaps from his weekend. We've got a
It's
Mario.
me.
You really wanted that Mario, didn't you? And Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
We were just randomly walking out and you just stopped.
Yeah.
We've got a Starlight. I think it's Starlight.
Oh, yeah.
Flash.
Flash with the best booty in the
Yeah, he had the
convention.
best fun of the weekend. It was bizarre. But Ryan let him know. Ryan did let him know.
All right, did he?
Yeah, I said, did you know your booty's bigger than your brain, than your forehead? And he laughed.
Oh dear.
What else we got? I'm coming to the. I waiting to get to the Allison one. This is Assassin's Creed.
Yeah,
that
from
Bayek?
Black Flag.
Oh, that's Black Flag.
Yeah.
I thought it was Bayek from the Egyptian one.
Yeah, no, it's from Black Flag. Yeah, I asked him if it was Black Flag. He said, "Yep, I'm the only assassin in the room."
Just double check. You got a nice amount of likes, Ryan, on the 40 likes.
Yeah, dude, I'm quite popular on socials.
Yeah. And
So
then
look,
we've
we found Olivia Cook.
yeah,
Here's my German, no French, my
French. Yeah.
my French cosplaying friend, who was in multiple different outfits throughout the weekend.
There's
Oh.
me in the background with the big grin. Like, I was just laughing at all the photos you were getting.
Yeah, dude, I'm not shy. I've got balls of steel.
I'm
I
pretty
will
sure
approach
I'm with
anybody.
you, and we're both just going, "What is he doing?"
I'll
Yeah,
approach
I'm
anybody. I don't
checked
care.
But I know.
Maybe I'll be a good cosplayer because I've got that in me that I can just approach anybody, you know? So maybe trying
Well, that's
it
good
next year.
because
I'll be
most
good at
people
it.
come up to you. You don't approach.
Yeah, no, I'll
them
just
when you're
approach.
a
I'll
cosplayer.
approach other people.
And that was the Captain America. He was a good Captain America, wasn't
Yeah.
he? And the Jon Snow.
Jon Snow.
And the Chewie.
He, well, he's a bit tall, isn't he?
It was brilliant.
Or is Ryan short? It's a bit of both for me. And then we've got your Ryan's travel vlog come out today, so do make sure you check out that. And while we're here, then we'll go through these ones. Oh, there's that shop, Coombsy.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Our favourite stall at any
The board that
convention.
shop, guys. Yeah.
If you want to get, there's Dan.
Damn, got Leo, the gang. Have you still got your whatnot bags?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, mine's hanging up on my door. I was looking at this one, but Ray's not in there, is she? The Ray we
No.
No, this is from Saturday.
You would have loved this, Koozie, if you could look at the Emperor. The Emperor was like an old lady.
Yeah, it was. It was an old lady. Wait till the vlog tomorrow.
Yeah,
That's
and you can
That's
see Lee.
brilliant.
You can see Lee on the far left as well. The Luke Scout.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What else we got? The Ghostbusters photo. Slimer. I never noticed the hamburger till now. The cheeseburger.
Have you noticed that all of those Slimer toys have a ridiculously detailed bum?
I've not mate.
You look behind, and they have a ridiculously detailed bum for a Slimer.
That is really detailed. That is mad. Camden. This girl's under Ryan's bed right now, but
Wait, what?
let her out, mate. Let her out.
I
I
wish.
mean, he wishes.
I think that is it. That is it. So let's close that.
We did have to make sure before we explained. We went, right, we just got to check something. You went, what's that? I said, are they legal?
Yeah, they are.
Thankfully, yes.
Joe says that's why the bloke's smiling behind Swiley. Yeah, probably was. But yeah, anything else to add then, guys, from the weekend? Anything we've not covered?
No,
no,
but
there wasn't enough time. I could do so much more.
Yeah, I mean,
we're not
I
playing any
left
games.
disappointed in the sense of like I missed out on so much of the stuff I could have done.
I was
I mean, we
happy
we
because
could have done the cosplay challenge earlier, couldn't we?
Yeah, we could have done that.
Saturday
and
was a mad rush.
first time being in London, you know, like I went to Forbidden Planet and I didn't give you guys any energy in there. I was just deadbeat, and I was like, I felt bad because I wanted to look around that place and have some fun.
I ain't gonna lie, Forbidden Planet.
I wanted to leave as soon as I got in there.
Forbidden Planet. They say that's a mega store. It's
It's happened.
crap.
But it would have been good for the channel. It would have been good for the
Yeah.
vlog. It would have been, you know what I mean?
Right.
And I was deadbeat.
It's I thought, mega store. It's gonna be good. They're gonna have all sorts.
Yeah, we did have a nice meal together. That was a real
No.
good evening. That's what I put in my Instagram post when I tagged you all. I was like, it was little things like having to have no chairs for 20 minutes in the pub because there wasn't any.
Should have got a photo
I think,
then.
you know, things like that. You know, you guys
Quest
made
for
it
the
a
chairs.
very memorable evening. It was
Um,
fun.
We
Alright,
just went up to people's tables and nicked their chairs, even though they said no.
Before we wrap up, then, guys, there's one more topic we should quickly cover, and that, of course, is the writers' strike. So, for the
Oh,
first
no.
time since 1960, both actors and writers have officially gone on strike, completely shutting down film and television projects in Hollywood across the world. And then,
But if you're in the UK, none of this matters because
Yeah.
they apparently can work freely.
yeah, and then Christopher Nolan confirmed it at the Oppenheimer premiere. Apparently, they left the Oppenheimer premiere early so they could officially start the strike. So
Interesting.
I think I read it takes. Well, the last one lasted 3 months. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not too sure how long this is all gonna last. If we House of Dragon is trending on the right hand side.
Well, House of the Dragon's already been filmed and written, so that's
Yeah, but look, yeah.
fine. I'm not afraid of that. You know, we're still going to get season 2 at least, but it might be a gap between maybe season 3.
So yeah, it says production for House of Dragon season 2 will continue filming in the UK amid the strike. So that does support the absentees from the weekend. Maybe it does give
Yeah.
a bit of reality. So
If they knew in the grapevine that there was going to be a strike coming,
yeah,
maybe I can get behind that. That maybe Alison didn't turn up. You know, Olivia didn't turn up because she needed to get a couple of last days in work before they went on strike. You know?
Well, supposedly, like they were done. They announced they were done filming, and then
Yeah.
they were like, "No, we're not happy with that. Let's bring her back." I'd imagine she might have even been on her way to London when they phoned her.
Maybe.
or back
We'll see.
home, which is in London. So,
Mm.
so yeah,
I think she.
so
I
yeah.
think she lives in Manchester, still. Maybe. I don't know.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not.
I'm hyped for season 2. I know that for sure.
Ryan's licking his lips.
What was? The
I know what
thing
happens. I can't wait.
So I'll just close that, guys.
What did I send you that was to do with the writer's strike? Oh, yeah. So, this was by Discussing Film, which is a Twitter account. They said the studios and streamers reportedly have no intentions of negotiating with the Writers Guild for several more months. The end game is to allow things to drag on until the union members start losing their apartments and losing
Yeah.
their houses.
Up to
A
90%.
studio executive tells Deadline. That's wild.
Okay.
It's literally making people suffer, like seriously suffer. Yeah, just a game of chess.
It's like the train strikes over here. The actual people that work for the railway have no say. It's only the people higher up that speak to the union, and it's all stupid.
So, yeah, I mean, we'll have to keep watching Game of Thrones again and again. So,
Nothing wrong with that.
nothing wrong with that. But yeah, I'll start wrapping up, guys. But first, I've got to say thanks to Ryan for coming on, mate. I know you're shattered and still.
I'm alright. It's midnight, dude. I'm literally going to end this stream with you, and then we'll probably hang out backstage for a little bit, and then I'm going to start editing the Comic-Con Day 1 vlog for tomorrow. That will drop
I
at
can't, mate,
9
I
p.m.
can't wait. Yeah, I'm
I
not,
just want everybody to check out the Travel Day 1 because I had fun, and I found some banger music that's copyright free. So yeah, enjoy the music in it because it's good.
Yeah, it was some loud music. I was watching. I was like, "This is quite." What's that? It's quite
My
loud.
jam.
But what day? I forgot what day is tomorrow. Friday. Yeah.
Tomorrow's Friday, yeah, and my friends are on holiday, so I don't have to. I'm not visiting them, so I'm home on a Friday for once.
Mhm.
So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna get up to. I'm never home on Fridays.
Are they still jealous over you going to the con?
No, they're not.
Alright.
They're on their own holiday. I might go see them on Tuesday anyway for a couple of days.
But yeah, I'll start wrapping up then, guys. So thank you both for coming on. Ryan, we'll start with you then. I know you've got the day 1 of Comic Con out tomorrow.
Yeah.
What else have you got coming up?
So I've got day 1 of the Comic Con vlog coming out tomorrow. Day 2 of the Comic Con vlog coming out on Saturday. Literally coming at you thick and fast. That's why I designed it. I wanted to do teasers for everybody to get people in the mood for them, and then drop them day after day after day and have fun. And the progression of the edit and the progression of the fun should be seen throughout all four. So the first one's travel, second one's day one, the third one is day 3, and then the fourth one will be a special edition tagged onto Tell's video for the A to Z challenge. And I will do what I will do what I can do with all of the selfies that I took, that some of the stuff Tell didn't even see me take. And we're gonna get
he's got secret photos.
I'll see if I can get some of the cosplays done. And yeah, there's also going to be a Rebels video on Saturday, so check out for that. So there's lots of content coming from me on my channel. Forgive me if I'm missing anything else. Claim sale with Papa Missouri Saturday night as well. So we'll be doing busy back to the normal schedule and just fitting the Comic-Con stuff in around it. Horseman every Tuesday night. We rotate channels as always. Headless Ned Stark is on vacation, but that doesn't mean that the content has stopped. You know, his channel's also got the Rebels stuff that's going on in conjunction with my stuff. That's why we're watching the series together to get to Ahsoka, because that's when the live reactions and breakdowns of Ahsoka show will be back on probably Thursday nights, I believe. But yeah, it's been fun, and I'm having great fun. We just got to keep going. Pop the heats in the chat. Good to see you, buddy. But yeah, if you are a cosplayer or if you know of a cosplayer and you attend Comic-Cons, reach out to myself, Tell Talks or Coombsy, get your name out there, introduce yourself to us, because we want to showcase you and we want to give you more credit than you get for doing the selfless stuff that you do, for walking around cons and entertaining us all. So yeah, definitely reach out, because we want to give you more showcase. And maybe you can come on the live with us one day and we can all have like a Comic-Con cosplay.
I like that idea, because we can kind of learn the ins and out of cosplay, what we want to learn and how things are maybe made.
But I've literally already got some ties in the works, like Ryan, who was here, who played Jon Snow, who cosplayed Jon Snow. He's already agreed that he'll come on a live and talk with us in costume one day, and he'll bring some friends. So breaking news right there that I'm already making plans for future lives.
It's the other side of Comic-Con. Like, we go for all the guests and the autographs.
Yeah, and you'll see a big thing with me and Tell and Coombsy when he jumps on with us. That we're gonna do some Comic-Con content, and we're gonna focus around cosplay. So stay tuned for the stuff that we come up with.
Let's see what else we got. Yeah, Gary responded to your question, Coombsy. Yes, they sign my skin, then I go to my artist.
Oh, right.
That is really cool. Mark's got a signed pop arriving tomorrow.
Nice.
Nice. So
I know what it is.
He's still got the bug, the Comic-Con bug.
No, actually, he did this one because they had it. They were, I think it was they're attending Telford. This pop was actually cheaper to buy than to get the autograph at Telford.
Oh yeah, I know what it is.
Yeah.
Do I know what it is?
No, it's from a show that he liked. It's Saved by the Bell.
A 90s classic show.
Okay, yeah, fair. That one, no.
So yeah, just guys, subscribe to Ryan Milky 14. Follow me on Instagram, Ryan Milky 14.
Sorry, I don't know
what's
what Sorry. Feedback. Then what else we got? Gary says there's a video on YouTube titled "Meeting Kane Hodder," where you see him right on my arm. Pretty cool. So is this your channel? Is this your channel, Gary? Well, we'll definitely check it out. Joe says very up for cosplaying in the future. Joe, if you're going to cosplay, if you did cosplay at Wales, what would you go for? I'm not. I've got a rough idea of what you look like.
You are going to see me in a proper cosplay next year.
Yeah.
I'm 100% doing it.
I'm doing it next year.
I could see you as like Matt Murdock though. Like with the glasses. Oh, classic cop out.
Spider-Man. Okay.
No, but a proper one. Not like the cheap £30 suit.
What, you're going to be hanging from the ceiling?
Who'd buy that? Who'd buy that? You know what I mean?
You'd be hanging from the ceiling and climbing poles.
No, I haven't got the energy for that. I'm going to be a Spider-Man that's lost his energy.
We're losing our energy, and now the Americans are joining the chat. Welcome to the street, Poppin. Good to see you in the chat.
Everyone's just getting home from work. It's just hit 6 p.m. over there, so.
Yeah. Mark says that,
I'm going to cosplay as me.
Do it,
You know
do it,
what?
do it.
I don't know how you're going to do that, but if you do that, then I will laugh hysterically.
But let's remember, guys, we all need, if we cosplay, we need to make a mascot because we know that that's the key.
Custom Mandalorian done. You want to speak to the person we had on a couple of weeks ago, Wilco
Yeah,
3D
Wilco.
Builds.
A couple of weeks ago, last week.
It was last week.
Was it last week? Was it last week?
Yeah,
You know,
it was
I'm
last
losing track of
Thursday,
time.
just before we left for Comic-Con.
Right. So Wilco 3D Builds on Instagram. Fantastic stuff. The best Mandalorian helmet that I have seen in a while. And he can do custom designs if you want. He can do the full.
Yeah,
I'll
he's
check
checkbook
Wilco.
out.
Yeah, he can do the full suit if you want. It will
Hey,
take
Poppin.
time, but he can do it, and it's fantastic.
I've had a random cosplay idea. Where's the pop? I was thinking of getting Wilco to build this. I'm not sure if he can.
What?
What's he doing? This spot?
What?
I was wondering if he could build this helmet so I could cosplay as.
What? There is probably a file for it.
Yeah,
If there's a file for it, he can do
I'll
it.
just wear that, and the beige clothes.
Well, you can get that outfit off for probably Padawan Outpost or something.
I've not seen anyone cosplay as that young Anakin.
I'm
I
going
have.
all out Tormund.
I
I'm
have.
going boots.
Have you?
everything.
Yeah, there was a kid at Star Wars Celebration that was cosplaying young
Oh, yeah, it's such a
Anakin.
cool helmet to wear.
Yeah, he had it, and it was like electronic. It was really cool.
Yeah, so that's my idea. The other ones, I love to do Ant-Man one just for once. I love to do Ant-Man. I wanted to do Star Wars because Wilco's done it.
EVA, no, don't go for EVA foam. It breaks ridiculously easy if you're not careful. And if they're charging hundreds, that's wasted money. Dan did it for his first Mandalorian armor, and it broke after the con. So I don't recommend EVA foam at all.
Oh, sorry, Joe just said that, but I've got the Smuggler's Bounty box. I've had this since 2020. I've just not opened it. So, and it's the same with
Wait, is that got Sebulba in it?
yeah.
Oh, it's a shit. He's done a couple of cons now.
Yeah, I'd love to get it signed because I've got up there. I'm doing like the OG Star Wars and then like the prequel Star Wars,
Yeah.
and then also I need to unbox this, but I just haven't had time. But yeah, I've lost my trail of thought. What were we saying about the pin? Yeah, so I guess the pin is in this box.
I'm guessing so.
That part, it makes sense. But,
Open it, Mark says. No.
I'm not. content, Mark. But everyone knows. Everyone's got. I mean, that video's been
Opening a
done.
3-year-old smuggler's bounty box.
But yeah, there's no mystery to what is inside. For the last question, then, before we wrap up, guys, and anyone in the chat, you can answer as well. I think I'm going to know the answers, but Amazon Prime just happened. The Prime deals. Did anyone pick up anything?
Nope.
I did, yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Lucasade.
Yeah.
No, it
I'm
was
broke.
dirt cheap. It was like it was something stupid, like £2 for 4 bottles delivered. So I just got 6, and then got 24-pack for less than £15.
Fair. Yeah, I've never done food or drink. Just never.
Oh, I have. I regularly buy the massive Galaxy bar that they have on there. It's literally.
But everything else, there wasn't much for me that was on sale, unless I wanted technology, and I don't really need a new headset or anything. So there were some good deals.
Yeah, I think. Go on, mate.
I don't online shop much. Like, yeah, I haven't really done much of it. I went on to see a couple of deals. I usually look at things that I've already got and see how cheaper it would be now.
Yeah.
That's usually what I look at.
Yeah. What we got in the chat?
You got Rio. Oh, you mean the drink Rio? I was gonna say, do you mean you bought the Blu-ray of the movie Rio?
I saw someone on Twitter. He bought £50 worth of Odeon vouchers for 20 quid. So
Nice.
again,
I should have done that. But
Yeah.
if it was
it's
view
one of them,
vouchers,
don't
it'd be
think
fine.
about it, do you? Yeah, it's
Well, no,
quite-
because you don't expect Amazon to sell Odeon vouchers.
yeah. I'm never going to type Odeon into my Amazon search bar, but
Maybe we should now.
We just type random stuff now.
I would never put Lucasade into Amazon. Just wouldn't.
No, mine just came up in the drink section. I was like, you know what?
Yeah, well, Amazon's got its own pantry section, like literally.
Yeah,
food,
but
everything.
this was from Lucasade themselves.
Okay.
Oh,
So usually on Amazon with food, it goes through Morrison's. So they have Morrison's delivery on there. I used to use it, but then I found that Iceland was cheaper. So
yeah. I was going to say something. Lost my train of thought. Must be getting tired.
more
but, yeah,
more drink.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah. I don't know if you've seen it, Milky, but Morrison's have their own House of Dragon wine. Do you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. There's like a video.
Now
of
he's
Olivia
on Amazon now.
Cook. It might be on Amazon. Yeah. Olivia Cook done video of herself drinking it, but it tastes like piss. Apparently it's not great. So she slammed it, but it'd be worth to get as a collector's
The
bottle.
Stormtrooper beer is awful.
I've not done that. Yeah, I liked
No.
my Lord of the Rings BrewDog one, but it was average.
Yeah, but that's BrewDog. When they get a random brewery to do it, it just tastes like piss.
Yeah, no, it's not great. During lockdown, I was buying Guinness for Amazon, 24 cans for 12 quid. Yeah, can't go wrong. Can't beat that. Oh, that's it. Yeah, I was looking at the only things I googled on Amazon was or searched on Amazon was Funko and then Lego. They had the Mando helmet for 36 quid. That was the best deal I
But
saw.
the Lego one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I didn't buy it. It was just for
That was also fun on Sunday, wasn't it? We thought it was shut off upstairs for staff, and then we
That's-
actually later found out that it was Lego Live, or there was a Lego
Brickfest.
thing going on. Brickfest was going on.
wow.
And Tel said to me, it's like £8 entry to get in just to walk around. And we was like, yeah, we're not doing that. By the time we'd walked downstairs, there was a tannoy. Brickfest is free entry.
we were considering paying. We're like, yeah, sorry to do. Content. But yeah, thank God we didn't.
Yeah.
Kenneth, welcome to the stream, mate. We are just about
Good to see you, buddy.
we are wrapping up, but thank you for.
But please check out the rewind because it's been a very good live stream.
But yeah, it goes so quick. The stream goes so quick, like, and we don't stop.
Time
talking.
goes quick when you're having fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
just like the weekend, it went too quick.
No, I know. People will say we ramble, but there is a bit of organisation with the stream.
Who's saying we ramble? I'll cut off their tongue.
It's the uniqueness of us, and that we're not sounding like every other YouTuber and doing things by the book. We're being different and unique. So, that's why you tune in, that's why you subscribe, and that's why you hit the like button.
We should have got another one of them t-shirts, Ryan, to give away.
Yeah. What, one of these? No, because there can only be one god of tits and wine, and that's me.
No, it's not. It's what's his name? Peter Dinklage.
Yeah. Who I may cosplay as one day.
I mean, you got the shirt for it.
I want to do the green dress. I want to do
Oh no!
Stormond. I want to do the green dress. I might do it for winter because it's a cheap cosplay, and
Please do.
it will be
Please do.
payback to her for not turning up for summer. Like, I'm sorry, but you didn't turn up, so now I have to
If
embarrass
you
you and
do,
look better than you in
and
a
you get a
dress.
photo, we want to be in. Well, we can't be in it because there's only two people. Oh, damn it!
That would be cool, wouldn't it? But she won't be in the green dress.
We'll just say it's for research.
She might be. They might have costume.
I doubt she'll be in the green dress.
Oh.
She'll be in some low cut, cool little thing, and
It's
yeah,
winter. She'll be in a hoodie or something.
she's
Damn.
northern lass. She'll be fine.
Sure, she's northern, yeah.
She's Manchester.
So
She's from the north.
we're all talking like she's turning up now. See, we're all getting carried away.
I'm getting hyped for it, yeah, because I'm already thinking
I'm
about
sure
buying
if you cosplayed, she'd take a quick selfie. Yeah, we become infamous.
Yeah.
You got to shave. You got to shave, Ryan. You got to shave.
Well, there you go. I've got till November to get the dress, so we'll see.
My chair's gone down. All right, let me wrap up the stream, guys. Again, it might be our third longest stream. It looks like Joe and Mark, you've been here for almost the whole stream. So thank you to you both for staying in for this long and just hearing us ramble. We do ramble sometimes. But yeah, so Milky, you've got your Horseman. You got your vlog out tomorrow, day one of Comic Con. You got a charity claim sale. Is it Saturday as well? Is it?
Not a charity one, but just a claim sale, YouTube claim sale on Saturdays over on Papa Missouri's channel.
Okay, so yeah, a lot of stuff going on.
We can crowdfund the dress. Go for it.
QZ, some signed YouTube shorts coming, and then part 2 of your signature collection.
Oh yeah, I need to film that actually.
Come on, kid.
I need to film that, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna send it to Ryan because I can't be bothered to edit it.
I heard about this. Ryan started editing your stuff.
No, he hasn't. He's had a play, and I'm gonna send him the next one so he can do it properly. Because I have actually got clips of the stuff being 2 of them being signed. So
Yeah. Ryan. So tomorrow, am I going to see footage of myself
Yeah.
getting
well, I'd
pops?
imagine so. You were there.
Getting pop signed.
So everything that I recorded throughout the day is in my PC and in my editor in time order. So from the minute I started recording to the last thing I recorded, it's on the timeline, and then I just buffer through, cut out bits that look bad or look aren't very good, and then we work through it. So yeah, you will be seen tomorrow.
Yeah, so guys in the stream, Ryan practically recorded the whole day of walking around. So that includes meeting the guests, getting pop signed. So Ryan's video.
I literally, guys, what I did was I put my camera around my neck, and I did this, and that was recording all damn day, just like that. So it had perfect view of the entire con. So I've got loads of footage.
That is the question. Perfect question.
Did you use the 6 cameras? That's the question. So I didn't. I used 4. The 2 GoPros.
They
I
weren't
never
actually
used.
cameras. We saw him at one point. He went off somewhere, and he got this phone out, and he made a weird conversation. And then he came back, and he had these vouchers. I don't know what's going on there.
But I also had my gimbal thing, which was pretty cool, and it was show and tell. The things that you can do with it was pretty cool little technology. But yeah, no, it was good. I used my cameras, and I would have used the GoPros if we'd have done other stuff, like maybe saw more of London or done other stuff. I would have had more opportunity to use them.
Yeah, I'm a bit gutted we didn't do like a little Tell Talks talk show in the con, but
We did enough.
We had other stuff to, and you know how tired I was that day.
Yeah.
I was tired by 11 a.m.
He was running around with his sunglasses, looking like he'd had the worst hangover in the world.
Yeah.
And then I told him I was doing a hyperlapse video and walked up and down every single aisle of the con, and he came with me. Bless him.
Yeah.
But I lost him about halfway around.
He done he done every row. But,
So stay tuned for that. That's going to be a special video dropping.
It had to be
time
done.
lapse.
That's been great fun, guys. I've really enjoyed tonight's stream, especially now we've all met in person. So it's even more special, guys. But yeah, appreciate you both coming on tonight, and appreciate Mark and Joe in the chat. Maybe I will see Joe at the WalesCon in August. I've got the time off, so yeah, it's a real possibility. Anything else to say, guys, before we wrap up?
What's coming up on your channel?
What's that? On my channel?
What's coming up on your channel?
That's a great question.
You don't know.
I've got a few collectibles boxes to open, and so I've got Smuggler's Bounty. I've got the I Am Groot collectible still to open, and I put in our chat earlier today. I bought that Funko Pop.
Yeah, I know the one you mean. Yeah.
And that was a steal.
We both got some good deals on Pops today.
Yeah, so that was just a deal too good to turn down. It's like I got it for a third of the price. So
Yeah, Haley's always good with prices when it comes to the pre-owned stuff.
So I probably will do some content building up to Manchester, although I'm either going on my own or going with my sister. But I'm going to try and I like recording stuff about the cons. So I'm preparing for London Film Comic Con, so I'm probably going to do preparing for Manchester Con.
I would love to do it. I can't.
I know. I'm not holding it.
Did I push you to record more? Would you have recorded as much as if I wasn't doing it too?
What, at the weekend?
Yeah, for the whole weekend. Would you have recorded as much as you did if I wasn't with you?
Oh no, especially the cosplay stuff. I mean, I
Okay.
I feel like I'd look at someone. Well, are they approachable? Are they not? But you were. I think because I'm quite awkward at approaching people, it makes it an awkward interaction. But you're very confident, just breaking the ice straight away, like with the Ahsoka and the Boba Fett cosplays at the beginning. Like you were very. friendly, and then so the interaction was friendly from the start. Where
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, because I felt like at one point I did feel like maybe I'm pushing him out of his comfort a bit.
nothing wrong with that. Yeah,
But you seemed fine. I didn't
no, that's my
think
biggest.
like you
my
were going to
biggest thing
break.
is the initial interaction. Once you've broke the wall, it's fine. But it's just breaking the wall.
Awesome.
But
Yeah,
no.
because that's like I'm like that. I'm forward. I'm very forward.
Yeah, right. We'll end it on Ryan's forward. But yeah, thank you for everyone for joining tonight. This has been a Tail Talk Show, episode 12, and we'll see you back here next week. Well, we'll probably be talking about.
San Diego Comic Con
I
stuff.
was gonna say Barbie and Oppenheimer, but no, that is the day.
Well,
after.
we could talk about both.
Yeah, well, maybe Barbie, Oppenheimer, and then probably some of the latest Funko Pop reveals. There's a few pops we need to catch up on. But thank you for watching, guys, and we will see you next week. See you later.
See ya.
I clicked the wrong one. Outro.
We dancing.